Before I get into these great books by Don Kilam, $1 million with the game, okay, right here, right here. I'm talking to you though. I'm talking to you. Listen, anytime you issue credit, don't you go to the store, debit or credit. Think about it. A debit is a negative, credit is a positive. So anytime you give them a credit, credit means loan. You can't get credit without your social. You got the card right in your hand, credit. You just claim the interest. You're giving the store a loan. There's no money in America. It's fiat currency, Federal Reserve note. Every Federal Reserve note out here is a loan to the public. That's what a lot of people don't understand. So anytime you issue credit, you're giving them a loan, you gotta learn how to claim it. If you know that Social Security is a trust, why are you still claiming that you're an individual on them forms? Shouldn't you be claiming it as a trust? Just think about that. $1 million with the game, can't touch this, part of the same collection. Go to Amazon and get this. You see how thick this is. Everybody claims they want redemption, remedy. Well, learn the game. This is the true redemption manual right here. Can't Touch This by Don Kilam. Teach you about true redemption in commerce, okay? Everything's in commerce. Everything is commercial. But if you're new to the game, $1 million with the game by Don Kilam. I'm a living example. As simple as that. Learn more about your boy. Support the craft. Hip hop, entertainment. That's where we're coming next. So support it. Much peace and love.
We was There we go. We wasn't recording. Okay, perfect. But let me know if y'all have any questions first, starting off. Because what I did put a book in the chat. I probably gonna have to keep putting it in there all
For the Book of
all
Wisdom,
class.
right?
No, I mean in this actual class right here. If y'all don't have
Oh,
it, it's
okay,
the
okay.
Can't Touch This book.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through some of that because there's definitely information in there. Because I've been putting some of this information out, even if this sounds crazy too. Even if I didn't have full clarity of really what was going on, like literally. So like literally just this year, I want you to know, like I didn't know that, and this is not every jurisdiction, but definitely Chicago, Illinois. I'm reading the police handbook. You have to know your jurisdiction that you're in. Um, and when you're a foreigner just starting off, you are going to have to when you're part of a group or congregation, a tribe, a clan, whatever it may be, when you travel, you have to let the county know. You have to reach out to the sheriff's office. A gentleman always gives notice. So I just want y'all to know that. So that's where a lot of people are going wrong with those things. And today I'm going to show y'all. We got Chief Minister Dr. Hakeem Bey in the building. See if I can make him a co-host. But he really lived his life. So if people don't think it's you can be in the public and the private. I don't know. You can unmute yourself anytime, Chief. But so I already knew you're supposed to give notice. Do I always give notice? Hell nah. I'm half black. But no, you're gonna get along further. So I want you to know, anytime I've had an issue and it didn't go my way, if I'm gonna always call the sheriff's office first, and then because I've been in these situations enough times, and I want you to know that like kindness always kill them with kindness though. It's like peaceful compliance. But I've always had remedy being able to talk to the sheriff's office. Except one time they did bust in my window and take me in jail. But that's when I first started in the beginning. But today I am going to show y'all something I will be going over in Las Vegas. Just one little piece. I was hoping to have my physical ID here, but it hasn't come yet. But I can show y'all. And it was one of my students that actually put me on game. But I still want, if y'all haven't went to mindstatusselect.com, that's a form of status correction too. That's a form of being a foreign national. But what I was saying was Chicago. So Chicago, let me just see if I can pull up the paperwork real quick. And this is the municipality. By all means, if y'all have questions, just stop me. So I was reading this. This was a bulletin for the Chicago Police Department. And you see right here, they got chiefs, superintendents. So I'm telling you, with your tribe, your clan, your family, whatever you want to call it, you gotta have something. All right. Just don't call it no gang. You gotta have titles. Gotta have titles. You know. So look, and this is when I really started learning. Like I looked at being a foreign national differently. Because I'm thinking I always gotta show ID. So who is a foreign national? Foreign national is any person who's not a United States citizen, including permanent residents and undocumented aliens. So if you don't show them any documents, you're a foreign national in this jurisdiction. That's all I'm going to throw out there. You know, because I've had people get away in this and have remedy in this jurisdiction, just being like, when they talk to the police, they'd be like, "Hey, I couldn't believe it either," because he looked like a melanated brother. But he was like, and so I recorded too. I watched it. He sent it to me. He said, he got pulled over, you know, and how he rolls is not always the best. He be riding dirty, but the cops again, we need you to identify yourself. And he was like, why don't you just sit here and get to know me? Ain't that how people get to know each other? Get to identify each other? He's like, just let's have a conversation. Hey, I never thought of that. I never thought of that. All right. Everybody in here, do y'all know about status select? Because that's what I've been pushing on people. Like literally, with the first to get their status updated. Is everybody familiar with that organization?
Yeah, Don, I actually got a question about that too.
Let's go. I asked if y'all had questions.
Yeah, so because I just got hip on you back in August, and so I've been doing research about a lot of stuff you've been talking about. And one of the things that come up when I talk to my family about it is like, when we do the status correction, will they still be able to work at their job until we get financially stable? And
You
like, how
got
does
you
that
got
work
you
for them?
got you got to understand this. They don't turn in paperwork to nobody. All they do is do the paperwork for you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't affect anything now. I've been
Okay.
seeing on somebody else's page, they was filling them W-4Ts out. Somebody got fired from their job, but he helped them find an attorney. But you know, it just depends on how you do it, man. You have to go everything out a certain way. But yeah, this don't affect anything. You know, it's just private paperwork. That's all it is. If you know how to use it correctly, it's about using it correctly, utilizing it correctly. They give you IRS documents. That's not going to affect your job. That affects the IRS. I want you to know, if you're paying FICA taxes, you're paying Medicare, federal taxes, and all that, you're not private. You're not a foreign national. You are a U.S. citizen. You are property of the United States. You are United States business. I'm gonna show y'all the codes. I'm gonna show y'all the codes real quick, so y'all got them.
Don, can I just add something in there real quick?
What's good?
What's going on, my brother? So as far as traveling, the way that we normally do it, so just going off of what you said before, I usually have my chief marshal contact the sheriff's office to whatever zip code I'm going to. So I've traveled in Illinois before. I've traveled in Indiana, and what we did is I had them contact. So the zip code I was in was 60586, which is like Plainfield in Chicago. And my tribal marshal contacted them, let them know that I was there, and we had no issues. When we did get pulled over, I showed my tribal ID, and they said, "Okay, we know that you're here. We know we don't have jurisdiction over you, and we were informed to contact your tribal chief marshal. So, is everybody in this vehicle in your tribe?" I said, "Yeah," and they said, "Okay, you're free to go."
I like that. And
And
if y'all have
just to
not,
let
if
you know,
y'all
the people that
listen,
was in the car wasn't in the tribe. but they my homies. So they would try.
It's like when you hit the border, they're gonna look in the car. Are y'all U.S. citizens? They looking for illegals. Similar to that, you know. But that's really what I believe in. But like literally, I've done these things. That's how I know they work. There's only been a few places that I've had issues in. That was in Missouri, a few little small towns in Missouri, when I first started learning. And I wasn't even really part of that. I'm making my own IDs. I'm saying I'm doing whatever. I'm a bunch of different things. But the Moorish IDs did work. I learned them first from Taj Tariq Bey. And then I learned that they need things to scan. Now they need what? Chips? Chips, Chief? You need chips in the IDs?
Yeah, there's chips, QR codes, and barcodes.
Well, I'm gonna go over a few different places that I'm going through now. But lately, like your paperwork can be used to identify you. I had something called a non-taxpayer affidavit, and I can show you one so y'all can get the visuals. I know we visual learners. Because I sure don't be reading. I'm proud of all y'all reading these books. Like, Don Kilam, I read your books. I'm proud of you, man. I'm straight proud of you. I don't be reading. I'll skim through it. I learn from people. But I did have to read all this damn paperwork to learn what this meant. But this is literally, I've used this for identification. So I want y'all to know, like, that's why when I'm doing the My Stats Correct, and I got my paperwork right here in my little book bag. I keep four copies of this everywhere I go. So y'all can see 4 copies of this.
Yeah, I got a question, Don.
Yes.
So, yeah, I got that travel stack from My Status Select, and it's fire. I love that. So you're just you're putting in that affidavit with the travel pack?
So I want you to know, that's what I used to use was this affidavit right here.
Uh-huh.
I put it on file with the county deeds office or the county recorder's office. This was my status. Like, so when you go through it, because you know what's in the status, like this is a form of status selection. This is everything. It's just like that. Theirs is just different. I got my declaration of political status. I'm appointing myself as Attorney General. You know how they have a foreign grantor's trust in this? See, a lot of people don't even know that. They got a foreign grantor's trust. And $115 is what you pay, correct? There's a foreign grantor's trust in the status correction, making your name a business, a private business, unincorporated business.
So let me ask you this then.
But like, that's a great start.
So what happens, I got kind of a lead foot. What happens if they pull me over for speeding and I give them one of these packets?
I mean, that's how you identify first, period. Was I doing anything? Hey, what's the problem, officer? I see you have your emergency flashes on.
So if I'm speeding, what can he do if I give him the ticket? He can't really do anything, even if I'm speeding.
Say, is there an emergency? What's the emergency? Because those are emergency flashes, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Now, if the car is registered, that means it's still their property.
Mm-hmm.
Did you understand? If it's registered to that name and it's with the social name. That's why I put my car in business names, or I don't know how Chief move. He probably has it in tribe. But I know the people.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I literally just my car literally just broke down yesterday, and I don't have a license. I have a actually have a supposed to have a breathalyzer one, but I didn't have it even on me. The cop was right there. Of course, I was like, oh man, but I just gave him my passport.
Oh, there you go.
They didn't say nothing. I was like, oh.
Passport's right to travel.
Yeah.
Passport's definitely right to travel.
Yep. They were trying to test me a little bit because they was like, oh, well, your passport says Florida. They were like, well, where's your driver's license at?
So
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
Right.
So just to clarify for myself, maybe everybody else thinking this. So if you have your car and your car's private, it's not registered, you got it, you went through the stop talking, start traveling book and you're following that, but you get pulled over for going like 35 over, they can't do nothing. They got to let you go. Is that right?
I'm just saying, it just depends on how it goes in jurisdiction. Because I was definitely first time, like I said, they took me to jail, but they dropped the charges, all of that. I didn't show my license, nothing, man. I was doing like 40 and a 25. I mean, I was doing like 65 and a 25. I was doing 40 over. Yeah. So, but like just like Chief just said, I had got pulled over in Plainfield. I think it was Plainfield too.
I
But
just
no, I
got
don't give them. Yeah. Listen, as soon as if the car is registered, they can get in that motherfucker. I just want y'all to know that right now. You register your car, it's in your name, it's in a personal name, it's not a business. They can only pull you over if you're conducting business anyway. I mean, if you're not conducting business, driving is a business. So when they pull over the business car and tell them, "Hey, I'm off." It's just simple as that. Don't make this shit harder than what it is.
Yeah, man. Thank you, bro. Because like honestly, with this knowledge, I got 94 and a 35 dismissed. So thank you, man.
There you go. That's what's up. I don't, what I'm saying? I'm not paid no speeding ticket.
That was with the car registered and everything too. So I'm be moving.
I mean, when I first started getting in trouble, the cars was registered, or they'd be expired. I just pull off that little sticker.
That's why, dude. They was looking at my stickers like
I learned how to make my own license plate. So I learned how to make my own license plates, and I'm telling you, you can do these things. So that's your car. You make your own license plates and stop talking, start traveling. Tells you exactly. You can make your own private title for your car. If you own the car,
yeah, it wasn't in my name.
no, I'm just saying, like I got an iPhone, right? Who's the maker of the iPhone?
Apple.
So Apple's the owner, and so they transfer, they transfer the ownership. You can get a title for that. So if you have a title of anything and it has the state name on it, that's the state's car.
Yeah, I was just looking at different title things about on the post office thing and all that stuff. I was looking at Patrick Devine's things, and all that. But trying to
Does
think
that
what the
make
form
sense
was.
for everybody? I know there's a lot of people in here. Does that make sense for everybody?
Yeah.
I want you to know the same thing with your body, the birth certificate, that's the title. They're saying they're your maker. So when you identify with these documents, you belong to them.
I have a question also, John. This is Demetria Romero. So I did the status correction process and I'm putting some of my friends on. One of my friends wanted to know if she recently got off of government assistance like food stamps and things like that, does she have to wait to change her status? Because the chairman of Arizona told me that she would have to wait, but I just wanted clarification.
I mean, I don't see why she would have to wait. I like that you're talking to the higher ups though. Arizona definitely recognize tribal life, but you gotta make sure you got relationships with the county and stuff and the sheriff.
Oh yeah. The chairman called me literally 10 o'clock at night to talk for 2 hours. So that's when I knew it was real. We're going through that process, but he didn't give me the clarification. He never hit me back when I emailed him. So I just wanted to verify with you.
No, I don't see why you would have to wait. You have a right to. So look, I'm gonna check this out. It's universal rights. Universal. Dang, I can't even say it right. No, let me pull it up and say it. I used to have a speech impediment, y'all, when I was born, all the way up until the age of 7. Now I'm a nationwide public speaker.
Bravo.
And I get royalties from my music too. Y'all be running up them rails. I'm trying to find it. It's through the UN. So let me look. You have a right to a nationality. Let's just put it like that. Being white, being black. So I'm not trying to throw nobody off. Y'all don't get upset. Being white's not a nationality, but it's something everybody should mark. Everybody on this, when y'all update your status, everybody in this motherfucking Zoom call should be white. White means purity, purity means God, God's supreme ruler of the land. So I'm just gonna say that. I don't care what your skin color look like, none of that. Everybody's white. The right to a nationality is recognized and a series of international legal instruments, including Article 15 and the 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Everyone has a right to the nationality. Now, I'm gonna tell you, this is what I like that. That was cool. That got me some remedy. But I'm gonna tell you, everyone has the right to change their nationality. Everyone has a right to a nationality, and everyone has the right to change it. So look, I didn't even finish it. That's my fault. I'm moving too fast. Everyone has the right to a nationality. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his nationality, nor denied the right to change his nationality. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ladies. I guess it's just for the guys. It said his. Hey, that's messed up. I need to change that. But this is the I put this in the chat. Cause this is what the Moors put me on, Taj, Tariq, banging them when I first started implementing. Cause I always had success in the courtroom. And listen, I put 2 PDFs in the. I'm gonna say this one time, man. Y'all help these people out. I put 2 PDFs in the chat because y'all trying to open up the books right now. We ain't got there yet. One is for the password. Y'all asking for the password. The other PDF's for the password. How about you open it up and sound that shit out? Because that's what I tell you if you text me. Sound that shit out. Take your time with it now. It's only like 7 letters. Capital D too, by the way. Capital D. Now I'm gonna go back here too so y'all understand this. The United States business means a United States citizen. I posted this on Instagram if y'all got me on Instagram. So y'all see that? United States citizen. Now these are their codes. When you start implementing like she was just talking about Demetria, you know
Yeah, that's,
you know anything else about any of the tribes in Arizona?
I don't.
I was just wondering because you know they got their own laws.
Yeah.
They got their own police, their own, I call them tribal security because they're gonna bow down when the real man show up though. I
Yeah,
was
I was
just checking
actually
it.
I was gonna consider starting my own tribe in Nevada because in Pershing County we recently bought 47 acres out there. So I just wanted to start my own.
Where at? What county?
I think it's called Pershing County.
That's lit. I know where that's at. Well, I have land in a bunch of land in
Eureka, right?
yeah, Crescent Valley, Eureka County. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not far from Reno. It's good. It's great for cultivating food and cannabis.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I bought out there. I'm not far, so I'm like, we could do anything with that land.
So I was gonna bring something up about Nevada too, because she said she's gonna start her own tribe in Nevada. So there's reasons why I picked Nevada. So Bugsy Siegel created I don't know how to spell his name, man. He was one of the main creators of Las Vegas. All this was desert. So he helped create Las Vegas. Bugsy Siegel. I'm telling y'all, men create cities. The mob created most of Nevada. That's why it's special over here. So I just want y'all to see that. And then they got the a republic. There it is. I was gonna go over this too, because people was laughing at me because they didn't do their own research. And all he has is 1.3 acres. I got more land than that. So this is an official republic of, I'm gonna say Malaysia. It's a micronation, just like the Vatican. The Vatican is a micronation, but they respect it. Their currency is like cookie dough, and they at war with like shit. I was just studying. They were old war. I want to say East Germany or some shit. I want y'all to know this is real. East Germany, there it is. It says it's something about East Germany. The Republic of Malaysia claims to be at war with the former state of East Germany, alleging that they are responsible for military drills performed. I just want y'all to know this is not far-fetched. Because a lot of people will say you're a scam or a lot of different things, you know. But I'm just showing y'all His Excellency, the president. Nevada, the military is not gonna fuck with them. Just like they won't fuck with Amish people. So, and I'm sure they got their own IDs. Let me see. Let me see if they got an ID. They sure the fuck do. So me, and they got their own passport. Come on now.
Can you get
That's
land
hard.
in Georgia and Alabama and do the same thing?
What is that?
I said, can you get land in the states of Georgia or Alabama and do the same thing?
I'm sure. Now, when it comes to Georgia, I would say you're gonna have to sit down with the KKK. Make sure y'all have peace treaties. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. I ain't trying to put too much information out here, but that's the shit Chief does. He
Okay.
sits down with these motherfuckers. That's why you have a chief. You can't be scared. Them is just like I just showed you. This is legit. That's just like the KKK. They are legit. They got membership cards, all of that. They got their own jurisdiction.
Is that why they can march and everything in the street and they don't do anything?
It's like a faith-based organization, just like a 508c1a.
Yeah,
They're right up there with the Freemasons, Jehovah's Witnesses, everybody.
untouchable.
You just gotta have your membership card. So I want y'all to know, like, so people keep asking about the Choctaw, right? So literally, I created a business in Puerto Rico named the Choctaw Republic of Puerto Rico, something like that, right? And I created my own ID for the job. So when they pulled me over, hey, I only got my employee ID. There you go. Oh, you're Choctaw. You said it, not me. This for educational and informational purposes only. So I want y'all to know how I move. Y'all can't move like I move. You know what I mean? I got a law degree, I studied law, I did a lot of different shit. But you just gotta have a basic understanding of what's going on. Because when you're showing you a state ID, that means you're an employee of that state. That's what that means. Don't you need an ID to clock in? I want y'all, even with food, if you gotta scan the food, that's not food. That's a barcode, you scan it, it's not food. It's a product. Just like you. They're scanning your shit, it's a product. You know? So I'm waiting on this too. I did go here because I know people that have remedy. I don't know if y'all have heard of this. Let me know if it's new to you. It's called the World Passport. I put it in the chat, this website. All right, it's new to some people, so I'm glad I'm going over it. That's new to a lot of people. Wow. Well, I've literally been contemplating this ever since I started. So 2017, 2018. I know that if y'all know who Mos Def is, he has one. I know Barack Obama has one. That sounds crazy, right? But like you can literally Google this. Barack Obama, world passport holder. Something like that. Mos Def, there he is. So there you go. This is Bloomberg.com from 2016. Now they're going to tell you it don't work. Look, a handful of most influential people in the U.S. have been issued, including Oprah Winfrey, Edward Snowden, and President Barack Obama. But they tell you how that Mos Def was tied up in Africa for a second with this shit. But I just want y'all to know they're there. They got a legal team. I've had students that's used this for a long time. This is what it looks like. I'm waiting on mine right now. I'll definitely show my private community when I get it. I'll let you know because I'm gonna try to move and groove with this motherfucker. You know. And I got a bunch of connects with it's called investment passports from a little bit to a lot. So I'm not gonna go over that. I'm gonna go over some of that in Las Vegas, but I'm gonna keep everything on the low end for everybody right now because I'm gonna show y'all how y'all can get a foreign ID right now for $250. I know most of y'all got $250, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you can become a resident somewhere else for $250.
Is there anywhere you want?
No.
Oh.
I will show you. I will show you mine right now. This is the website. This is the website right here. So I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Hey Don, do you have to fill it out the same way you did the diplomatic passport or the foreign national?
No. This is a little bit different. You know, it's y'all can see mine right here. See, I was just hoping to have it by now.
It takes a minute to get, man.
Yeah, I was just hoping to have it by now. That's all. But
I kind of had to bug him to get mine.
so you don't want to put me on it, right?
Yeah.
All right. What's up, man? You from Hawaii?
What's up, good?
Hey, but so what Chief is doing is hollering at the embassy.
Oh, really? Shit.
Yeah, to get the
You the man,
passport.
Chief.
Yeah, we get the passport.
You guys are supercharging it. I need to get on that now.
Because I like everything about it. So I literally had to look their ass up though. Like let me find this I got a bunch of tabs open just all about this. Yeah, man. I'm gonna talk about this in Nevada a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
But I got it for it just to test it out.
Yeah, and it's a Web3 ID too. So not only you got the physical one, but that Web3 works like crypto.
Yeah,
so
you get to mint it. Yeah,
So-
you get to mint your own ID.
Hey Don, one of my buddies who's heavy in crypto put me onto this like actually about 6 months ago, and I overlooked it. So I'm glad you brought that back to me. So that's definitely legit.
Yeah, obviously that's what the governments are doing
Mhm.
to our IDs. But they're being like transparent about everything. It's tight.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be able to soon they're going to make it so you can get an address attached to it too, so you could use it to actually start a corporation over there.
That's lit. Look, so I was looking them up. They're like the passport ratings and shit. It's pretty high up there, man. And then literally they got a whole embassy. They got an embassy in Washington, D.C. And then there's the passport office, Ministry of the State.
So wait, all I got to do to get the passport is to just apply at this website. Is that right?
I mean, you can go out to holler at the embassy, but once you're a resident, because you're an e-resident.
Uh-huh.
So you wouldn't. So up until 2008, nobody was able to do this because it was part of their everybody like a tribe, the government, they all have constitutions and laws. So in 2008, they amended the law where they can they allow dual nationality.
Mm. So you've already applied for your passport and just waiting on it?
No, so when you're part of a tribe and stuff, you have to get everything. You have to get permission from the people you rocking with. You can't just rock solo no more. That's all I used to do though. Do whatever I want, but everything affects the tribe or whoever I'm rocking with now. But this is 31st passport rank. I'm gonna tell you one of the worst ones is Nigeria. That's one of the worst passports. Don't try to get no passport in Nigeria. You're Nigerian, you can't go a lot of places. And that's why a lot of people want to know about dual nationality. So, and this is where I learned. I got a book called Just So, like all of this. I know what all these mean, all these words. He was born abroad. But look that up. But that's the main thing I wanted to show y'all right now. Like, this was the main thing about the foreign national class.
Can I say one thing too? Also, if you're trying to buy crypto, register with that. Don't register with your regular ID because they're gonna lock you out. Like you can't even get on Binance and most of these ones that have the lowest
remember
fees.
we talked about that. We talked about that. Yeah, Binance, because you want to get on Binance. But if you got a United States ID, you're not gonna be able to get in. Like moving towards the future. I need y'all to know. Moving towards the future. Yeah, it's $250 then, yo.
Which actually, I don't think by Binance, they actually made it so the Palau ID now doesn't get accepted, but there's a bunch of people appealing that, so that might change. But, there's Kraken, there's all these other ones that have super low fees too. So.
We'll be back after a quick break. In a world where the tax system can seem overwhelming, one book is here to guide you towards financial empowerment. Introducing The Capitalizing Namepreneur, Unleashing the Power of Tax Credits by best-selling author Don Kilam. Are you looking to demystify the complexities of taxes and harness the power of tax credits? The Capitalizing Namepreneur provides an understanding of effectively utilizing your tax credits. Discover the secrets behind setting up a tax firm, understanding the strawman name, protecting your assets, and navigating the implications of the Social Security Trust Fund. Don Kilam's expertise shines through every page. It's like having a personal financial advisor by your side. Get your copy of The Capitalizing Namepreneur today and unlock the power of tax credits to enhance your financial well-being. Order your copy now and take control of your tax strategies. The Capitalizing Namepreneur, Unleashing the Power of Tax Credits by Don Kilam. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.
And to be foreign, so that's the proof I'm foreign. The ID would prove I'm foreign to anybody. Don't you agree? Everybody agree?
I have a question.
Yes.
So I basically I'm like an unlicensed contractor, but I'm getting a lot of work. The only thing is I'm worried about like the IRS coming after me, and I do have an ID, I do have Social Security and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm wondering, how do I structure that business so where I can start doing like commercial work and stuff, but still not get attacked?
Are we talking about dual nationality, or are we talking about structuring businesses?
Being able to get the dual nationality, structure the business.
Well, I can't answer. Well, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna answer that motherfucking question. That's what the fuck I'm telling you, bro. We talking about dual nationality, we talking about structuring business.
No, I feel it. No worries.
All right. Bye. Next, y'all got any other questions?
Yeah, hi Don. Good
You
night.
know what I mean? You set me up on some tax shit, boy.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me try to structure this correctly. So I was a Jamaican national, and I am about to become a US citizen. And during that process I learned about status correction. So I'm wondering how would status correction apply to me as a dual national, both Jamaica as well as
I
the
mean,
US?
that's great. I would be Jamaican in America and a U.S. citizen in Jamaica. Trading with the
Okay.
enemy. That's how it works.
Okay. So
United States, if you're a U.S. citizen and shit goes down in Africa, Jamaica, somewhere else, they coming to save you.
okay. So then would it make sense for me to go through the process of status correction then?
I'm like I said, I would just be a Jamaican when I'm here. You know, you're good, man.
Okay, so I just need to figure out how to operate with my Jamaican nationality in the US.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
That when I pull up a WABEN form, this should make total sense to you.
I'm brand new to all of this. So sorry.
What I'm saying is like, so if you was in America, and I said, because you ain't got no social and shit, right?
No, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you still, say you was over here without a social and you was filing taxes.
Okay.
Or you had a business or something. You already know you're a foreigner, right?
Yes.
All right, so this would make sense to you. You're a foreigner. This tax form wouldn't even bother you because you know you're a foreigner. And I'm telling everybody over here, when it comes to the United States corporation, you are a fucking foreigner. Don't think nothing else. Y'all scared about jobs, none of that. When I go to work, I'm an employee. That you can say that. But when you're not at work, you is in the private. Don't let them tell you shit. Amish people still go to work now. They just ain't paying taxes. Okay. When it comes to the system, you are a foreigner. No, you can't have my picture. That's against my religion. That's against my private family law. Family law is private law anyways. I need y'all to understand that. When you were 16, who can come get your ass out of jail? Your parents.
Mm-hmm.
So who's to say you 18? Who's to say you the age of majority? Your family law. Whatever law you apply into your life. That's why ain't nobody go to jail when listen, no offense to anybody on here, man. I fuck with the Catholics. I learned the book of wisdom, all that from the Catholics. But ain't nobody go to jail when all these little pedophilia, all that shit was going on. Because they court was in confession. All they had to do was confess their sins. That's a private jurisdiction. Ain't nobody died. You know, that's something within the church. And that's what they say about all these private organizations. I'm telling you, they're worth billions. Billions. The Vatican's worth billions. Jehovah's Witnesses worth billions. KKK worth billions. Pretty sure.
NBC got their own city and own government. They private like a summer gun. When Ron DeSantis said some crap like Walt Disney this, Walt Disney said, "I'll move. We're our own city."
Let's go. Walt Disney created cities. So that's something. So hey, what Carrie was just saying, Carrie on point. Because look, literally, because I was learning municipal bonds and how they create cities. So we'll just go with one. Celebration City. Who created it? This a whole city. I got videos there kicking it. A whole
got
city.
The land to prove it.
A whole city. Walt Disney Company has created cities.
I got a question.
Yeah, what's that?
Okay, so what if I got a church? I'm a minister. I got corporations. Now I'm just about to do my trust. I'm reading your book actually about setting up my estate and my trust. If I get land, then I can create my own church community.
That's when you're truly sovereign, is when you get land.
All right.
If that makes sense. That's when you're truly sovereign.
Okay.
You know, I mean, and then there's covenants too. So that's why I do like to bring the church in and I don't know where this is at. Hopefully I can find it. Covenants. A covenant is a promise with God. A promissory note cannot outdo a covenant. I want y'all to know where you at or how you view yourself in the Bible. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. You have to look up covenants in law, though.
So, Don, I got a quick question on the land part. Does it matter if the land is in your personal name or your business name?
I would always do it so my land's in holding companies. I feel like I even said too much right there.
Okay.
The motherfucker trying to search to seize my shit, dang. But I use holding companies, man, in Nevada. I use Nevada holding companies.
So, question about the holding company. I have one and it's registered in Georgia. So if I wanted to put it in one of the 5 states that you mentioned,
charging order protection.
Charge order protect. Okay.
Charging order protection states. That's where you want your holding company to hunt. And I would have a holding company at least and have a trust attached to the holding company too.
Okay. So with my current holding company, can I just register in one of those 5 states, or do I have to create it in one of those 5 states?
You're gonna have to create it. You can sell it in the private.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
If somebody was just completely starting off fixing their status in Texas, where would they bring their paperwork to file? To the Secretary of State, the county, where?
Did you go to mystatusselect.com?
I did.
All right, you can ask them. Did you do the paperwork? They did your paperwork?
I tried to set it up. Like, it's like a payment donation on PayPal or something like that. And it was like the organization wasn't taking anymore. Like, I don't know that's what I got to.
What I'm saying, did they do your paperwork? The state
No, they
assembly?
did. Not as yet, no.
All right. Well, you need to get your paperwork done with them. That's what they're there for. They're gonna make you a Texan.
Okay.
And for any questions, you can also join the Facebook group that they have. They answer all the questions in a very
All
fast
of them. I'm talking about it's the cheapest price you could ever pay. Now they ain't not gonna help you get rich. They ain't gonna help you do none of that. They're gonna want you to be all unincorporated. Everybody does stuff a different way.
Right. I'm just trying to correct my status so I can go ahead and change my name to a business, throw it in a
Quit
trust.
trying and go do it. What happens if I say I'm gonna try to go to church next Sunday?
You
I ain't
ain't
never gonna make it.
gonna go.
That's not gonna make it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Don, I have a question.
What's good? Hold on, let me show him this, man, so he can
All
see
right,
it. Because I don't think he was understanding about this my status select. You need to see it. Mostly everybody said they could see it, so this the website. You got any questions? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how to get a hold of y'all's coordinator. So they don't have tribes, they got assemblies. One homie was in here telling us who was that? Tyler Martin. Obviously, he's dealing with them. He's talking about the LRO. So I want you to know, I seen somebody use their ID. I seen somebody use their ID and get out of a situation. I mean, they're part of the tribe. They create your IDs, they do all of that. And that's all part of it. That's free. It's part of that 115. You get the ID, you get the paperwork, and then they're going to put your information in the land recording office. This is the land jurisdiction. Now, the corporation is the water jurisdiction. I know we got some new people in here. If y'all understand that Admiralty Maritime Contracts is of the water. They got an air jurisdiction. That's why I use record labels. You know, they got airspace. They got planes. People have to have permission to fly those planes. Drones. If anybody owns a drone, there's certain permissions. You cannot fly your drone because you do not access the airspace. The same way with your voice, all of that. You need to be able to every which way. So this is it. They put you in here. They put your stuff in here. Just want to show y'all that. That's the land recording office he was talking about. And then right here, this website, you can contact your coordinator before you even drop them a donation or anything. Tyler Martin says, super easy, fam. He said it's all super easy. But you go to state coordinators, and that's what I did. And they're worldwide, too. I reached out to them. You know, I'm in Florida. I hear good stuff about a lot of states. I hear bad stuff in a few states. But Florida's put together. Texas, you should be good. But you can reach out there in Australia, Canada, England, Italy, Jamaica, Portugal. So this is how you want to be. This is how y'all want to look. Just like them. Just like them.
We'll be back after a quick break.
In a world where borders can limit opportunities, one book dares to challenge the norm and empower foreign nationals like never before. Introducing Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by best-selling author Don Kilam. Did you know there is a difference being a citizen and national? This is for foreign nationals seeking to expand their horizons. Do you dream of obtaining a diplomatic passport and the freedom it brings? Don Kilam reveals the secrets to unlocking diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Discover why you are already a foreign national, learn the steps to obtain a diplomatic passport, and explore how you can be recognized by numerous nations on your diplomatic journey. Most never knew they could have diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. This book is a game changer for anyone seeking freedom and recognition on the international stage. Get your copy of Can't Touch This today and embark on a journey towards diplomatic immunity and creating your own nation. Order your copy now and unlock the power of diplomatic immunity as a foreign national. Can't Touch This: Diplomatic Immunity as a Foreign National by Don Kilam. Available now at leading bookstores and online. Get your copy today.
I got a question on that.
Yes, sir.
So I've done all that already, and I've contacted the LRO, and I filled out all the forms and everything. I've done it a few times, and maybe they're just Hawaii time or something, you know. But I have not gotten anything back, and it's been like, you know, over a month now.
Better holler at Anna.
They put a date on. They put a date in your email. If you look at the date on your email, it's like 30 days from the time you signed up and made payment.
No, I mean not with Status Select, with talking about with the LRO and my state whatever it's called. Those guys. I haven't like
It's the same people. You're gonna have to deal with that's with your state coordinator.
Yeah, the state coordinator. I can't get a hold of him.
Your state coordinator must suck.
He must be a really busy guy or something.
Yeah, that's why you need to charge. That's why I tell people they need to charge, because they be working for free.
So wait, how do I pay? I already paid for everything on Status Select? How do I pay him, or how do I give him a donation?
I don't know. You gotta email him.
All right, yeah, stupid question.
I can call mine directly on the phone. She gonna spark up a cigarette and talk to me.
Oh shit! I ain't on that.
Hey Don.
Hey, what's good?
Hey Don, I put the Texas coordinator's number inside of the chat.
Hey, what do you say about these people, man? What's your explanation on them? Because you've dealt with them yourself.
Do you have the Hawaii coordinator?
I can get it.
For you real quick. I get it.
Yeah, we could figure it out. Because right now in North Carolina, they made me the chief liaison to indigenous people. So basically, I personally changed their paperwork for our people.
That's badass.
So I actually put in the correct verbiage that correlates with indigenous people in their paperwork, because I feel like although we're private, I don't care what kind of documents I'm going to put on file. I don't care what kind of documents someone's going to draft up for me. It needs to reflect my indigenous status at all times. I don't care if it's a state coordinator, assembly, you need to know that I'm indigenous. So with that being said, I actually can get a hold of certain people. Texas was having an issue until I got involved, and we got her name was Nancy, and I put that in the chat. So whoever's in Texas,
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but yeah, he's absolutely correct.
Their paperwork is on point.
Hey, Chief been a wolf out here.
Thank you, Chief. You're the man.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Yeah, so he did the dual nationality with the status select.
Nationality with the status select.
So you have
dual
to
nationality. So
basically, all right. So in order to do a dual citizenship, you have to have your status change first, right?
So basically what it is I made sure that any indigenous person that does go through the land and soil jurisdiction, that they get dual nationality, as their first allegiance is to the indigenous people, their tribe, their family, whatever you want to call it, your clan. Their second allegiance is to the land of whatever state, with no allegiance to the U.S. citizenship. Does that make sense?
It makes sense to me, so I hope it makes sense for y'all.
So correcting status and then going to the land.
So basically, I have my own tribe, and we have our own nationals. So the way we did it was the primary allegiance is to our tribal family, and then our second allegiance is to the assembly. So we're in the assembly's paperwork, we're seen as state nationals and not state citizens. I don't like the word citizen, but it's even better doing it the way that I did it, because a state citizen, they can hold a seat in the General Assembly, and their only primary allegiance is to the General Assembly. I don't know these people at the General Assembly like that. My allegiance is to my people that I see every day. So I made sure that the documents reflected that my primary allegiance is to my tribal people. Whoever I consider my tribal family, that's my allegiance. Then my second one is to the assembly. So therefore giving us national status. So we're state nationals, meaning we cannot, any indigenous tribal member cannot hold a seat in the assembly because we have our own governmental structure that we hold seats in. But we have an allegiance, kind of like having a treaty with the state assembly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yes, sir.
And I don't want y'all to get too confused. Y'all are here, so y'all are definitely enlightened to something. So I want you to know when you're looking at your state, that's a country. That ain't no goddamn state. I need you to look at it as a country. You know, Africa's a continent, right? Well, so is America. You got Nigeria, you got Sierra Leone, you got Ghana. You come over here, you say this is a country, and then you got to understand this is not a country. America is a continent. Your state is your country. My homie in Hawaii, if he's born in Hawaii, he knows some real Hawaiians out there. You know what I'm saying? One with Chief. You know, we know real Hawaiians. Real Hawaiians. The Hawaiian, you can't call him no U.S. citizen. They might shoot you. Just like if you try to call Pookie by his government name, that's status correction. That's moving into private. You know, in the hood, you better not call nobody that's doing things by the government name. And that's how it should be with you.
So do you have
if
to
you're
meet
moving into private?
Do you have to meet with certain people to claim say for instance, a Moorish nationality?
I mean, to my understanding, like even though I came into the Moors through people, right?
Okay.
But automatically you're already a Moor. You don't need no paperwork. All you gotta do is declare it. It's your words anyways. You come to the world first through an ultrasound. It's what's on the record. That's why I tell you it's important to understand air jurisdiction. Because when you're on the phone, you can get yourself up under them contracts right back. I don't give a fuck who you are, what nationality you are. When you're talking on the phone, somebody, yeah, this is me. You know what I mean? Nah. That makes sense, everybody? Been a minute, man. It's been a minute. I've been doing one-on-ones. Does it make sense, Fresco?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
What's your nationality?
I'm a Rhode Islander.
Hey, you see how funny that it's fucked up that we laugh at that. But that's
my state coordinator is trying to get me to become an American state citizen instead of a national. So me and him are going back and forth with this. I'm like, oh, brother, nah.
I mean, it's whatever you can make sense of, really.
The nationals will make sense.
But I want you to know at the end of the day, because I want everybody to acquire wealth. That's my main objective for the people that I teach. Like I need y'all to understand all this private shit. But at the end of the day, when we start making money, we ain't gonna be talking about none of this shit. They not talking about this in quiet rooms.
That's why I need a one-on-one real soon.
And they talking about how you get money because what's understood what's understood only be explained. They already know that their family's together. Their family's private. Families hand down wealth. A tribe is a family. They share the wealth together. If they're in the public, they're paying taxes together, whether it's casino, whatever, you know. I've sat down with those tribes too.
In the UAE, they give all their citizens houses and money every year. They have to live there.
That's lit.
Yeah,
I don't want to be a citizen. I don't want to be a citizen there then.
I got a question for you though. So I got on disability, I got a neurological disorder there's no cure for, and I'm on they're paying my medical bills through all the state and the Social Security Administration. So am I stuck with the status select, stuck with it right now? Because there's no way in hell I can pay all these medical bills on my own.
What you trying to do? Are you still paying them? You still going through the treatment?
I'm seeing doctors and tests and everything because there's no cure. They don't know what causes it. So it's been going on for years and years and years. And I don't want to change my status if I'm going to lose all that because then I'll be broke on the street.
Yeah. I mean, no. So so when it comes to this paperwork, you don't, it's not going to affect you because it depends on who you send it to. Does that make sense? They just do the paperwork for you. That's what I'm telling you. All they do is do the paperwork for you. They don't send it to nobody. They don't do none of that. Does that make sense?
So where do we send it? That's why I was asking.
It's up to you when you start learning. You gotta know how to utilize the paperwork first. This is the importance of knowing how to act as a private. So starting off, they got addresses on there for you. They're gonna put the address on there. You got the Office of the Secretary of State, Commissioner of the Internal Revenue Service. I want you to know, if you go in a hospital, they can't refuse you treatment if you're private. It's just that simple. They can't keep your babies. You can leave when you want to. But you gotta let the hospital know. Hey, I'm private. My kids are private. We don't do the birth certificate. We don't do none of that. If you was a real private family, you would already be donating from the family trust to the hospital, so your name be on the donor list, so you get the private practice to the public practice. That's how deep this private game is. While y'all sitting here asking all these little crazy questions, you'll find in the private they find cures. I'm gonna say it again. In the private they find cures. I'm gonna say it one more time. In the private, there's a cure.
Maggie Johnson ain't got AIDS no more, right?
In the private. That makes sense. Ain't no cures in the public. Medicaid, ain't no cure for you taking Medicaid.
So if I change do the status select and change it, and then I want to create a LLC and a trust to buy some land, I can do it all through the separate.
Hey, it's different strokes for different folks. I can only speak on my experiences. I'm telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I would do. You need to make a family trust. If I'm in a city, first of all, if I'm in a city, then I'm living in that jurisdiction. A gentleman gives notice. First of all, I'm gonna holler at the police, people that's protecting me, because they protect their corporations. They protect their community. You're not part of the community if they're taking your ass to jail. You're not part of the community if they can't find a cure for you or doing their best for you. If I'm on the donor ward at the hospital is free. Hospital don't cost a thing. It's there for the community. Ain't no business. They ain't supposed to hit you with no medical bill. That's unheard of. In the private, it's unheard of.
So even if you got dual citizenship, right? Let's just say I got dual citizenship. It still makes sense to get a status correction and kind of become a farm.
It's private. Yes.
Okay.
It's private. They only understand paperwork. That's what they understand. This is a political status. It's a political game. Political status correction. If they call you Mr., that's a slave title. That's your status. I'm foreign to Mr. They call you doctor. That's a status. They call you emperor. That's a status. That's a title. Everything's about titles, right?
Don't forget pauper.
Yeah, I ain't that. You're automatically a pauper. You're using the social. That's why it's general welfare. The Social Security number is for general welfare.
I found out the P on the regular passport means pauper. Yeah.
Damn, I ain't heard that one.
Yeah, it's on a regular passport that has the P. You look it up, it means pauper. Poor person.
Damn, that's deep. That's deep.
Don, I got one question, right?
What's up?
Again, I'm native of Jamaican, right? So they have an indigenous group in my island called Maroons.
Yes, I know all about them.
Yeah, so I noticed that they're offering some citizenship. I'm gonna send it in the chat. Like that's their link to where you could get a citizenship through the Maroons. So that would make them me a Moor too, right? Basically.
No doubt, you already a Moor though.
They take their lineage from Moors. That's how they.
Nah, everybody's a Moor, man.
Okay, I got it.
You already a Moor. I like that. I'm gonna show it to the people. I can't. So listen, Listen, I want y'all to know, don't be blaming Don Kilam if I'm showing this shit off, because I have not tried this shit out. Well, I'm just going to show y'all what he was showing in the chat. See, that's cool. I just want you to know, I need my ID to look as normal as possible. I need my shit to look similar to theirs or another nationality card. Because I want y'all to know, when I was creating my Choctaw ID, I straight went to the Choctaw tribe. I said, let me look up Choctaw ID card. And then I looked at their license plates and I made something just similar. See, I didn't like this. For me, so look, I made my shit look like a real ID. So when I seen this shit, I was like, man, that shit'll get me caught up. So I made my shit look just like the real IDs. In the same way with the license plate. I did make it look like the license plate, but this did get me pulled over a couple times. But I made it look just like that. Look, you can get them custom on Etsy. For the low. Let's go. But yeah, man. But only time I did go to Long Beach one time, the only time I had an issue being Choctaw out here, because because people ask me all the time, did you get on the dolls? Did you know? So I worked for a company called Choctaw Republic of Puerto Rico that I created myself. And it was in Puerto Rico. I want y'all to know that. The only time I had an issue was in Long Beach. They called the Choctaw tribe in Mississippi and the Choctaw tribe in Oklahoma. And they're like, no, he's not on our list. It was the only time I had an issue. At least I'm being honest.
So wait, what'd you do then?
What you mean what I did? I said, who's your tribe? They told me the Crips. So what you mean what I do? I let them take it. Hey, they wanted a whip, they can have it. I let them take the whole car. Y'all put a lien on their ass. That's how I move. That's what happened though. So look, this paperwork has no effect until you send it to people. And you know, people ask about the job. I'm not sending this to my job. If I'm private anyways, my family is the job. When you're private, when you understand you're part of a tribe, you're part of the family. You work for the family. You work for the church. You work for the tribe. It's family business. This is why your family's not handing down wealth, because you want to work for another motherfucker. You want to work for a motherfucking crackerback. That's what you want to do. Motherfucker don't give a fuck about seeing you succeed in life. I said we all white today. I just want y'all to know that. But I'm just telling you. So you have to understand that. If you private, you're not fucking working for nobody else. You work for yourself. Your job starts with you. It does start, everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. So you gotta understand. That's why I tell people first, make your name the business. You're foreign even to that name. That name's not you. They pull up, hey, are you Jeffrey McBride? I work for the motherfucker. He owes me money too. When they call, he owes me too. So when you find him, let me know. When I identify them, let me see if I got my other documents in here. This shit old too. I still use it.
Here's my
I was just about to ask that, dude.
Here's my ID for Creek Nation.
Let me see if I carry. Hold on, Carrie. Keep talking, Carrie. Let me see if I can pin this shit. All right, there you go. There you go. We got a real tribal member in the building. Now, if your ass travel, you need to be telling people. Like, hey, like his ass, he needed, like, I would highly suggest him if he want to. Where you at right now? What state?
I'm in Atlanta.
So say you want to go to Alabama, Montgomery. You need to holler at their county first and let them know.
Chickasaw.
I like that though. I like that.
That's Fort Creek out there. I've talked to him.
I remember you showing me that stuff and asking me a few questions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't go against whatever their constitution is or whatever. Follow their laws, man, with that. As long as you got that ID. I'm gonna try to, there you go. I'm pinned. I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. I don't got my IDs on me right now. I'm actually traveling without anything. But I do got virtual IDs. I'm gonna show you what I identify with paperwork. This is why I used to identify. And then that's a week. Wow. I got my name as a business, Jeffrey. Oh, what is this? Is the Malik Kilam one. But it's like if I came, if I had a jury of my peers there, they all gonna call me Don Kilam. Shit, my name ain't Jeffrey. The fuck? Depends on who you ask. Same way in court when people ask your name. Depends on who you ask. I keep an EIN too, but I like to keep my name as a business. It's fine. I got a lot of paperwork. Here it is. So this is the LLC name. I keep this with me when they ask for identification. I have used this.
That's where I'm born, Kansas City, Missouri.
Let's go.
Can you talk about avoiding alter ego doctrine with the name as a business?
Yeah, so I like that you brought that up. So with the alter ego doctrine is important because this is why you should have a tribe or a church, because that's who's going to own the name. Because if you're a U.S. citizen, that means the United States owns you, right? Owns that name, that persona.
Right.
So that's why you have to do the same thing. Make your tribe own the persona. Make your church own the persona. Make your record label own the persona. Something.
Okay.
You know who Baphomet is, don't you? Y'all know the private game for real. Y'all know who the Baphomet is?
Who owns that? Who owns that persona?
God?
Who owns what persona? No, I mean the Baphomet in music.
Satanic Church?
Yeah.
It's like Jewish people.
They own that image?
It didn't. No, it's like the Baphomet. When I say the Baphomet, I mean like it's a real organization.
Wow.
In the music industry. Let me just show you. I talked about this one before too.
Is it is it owned by the Rothschilds?
Let me just show you a different one. I shouldn't have brought them up. Because that one's dangerous to even bring up anyways.
Yeah.
That one's even dangerous for the regular people. I can't be bringing that up. I don't need people hollering at y'all. But we will talk about Drake, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Drake is part of something called the Bohemian Grove. Let me just show y'all their images, their logo. So y'all know I'm not lying. That's Drake. Y'all know the singer Drake. Everybody in here know her Drake. This is Drake's record label. OVO. Y'all see it? Same shit. So I just want y'all to know it's easy. Sign symbols for the conscious mind. So his private organization, why he can travel worldwide, he can get diplomatic immunity, all of that is because he's part of this, the Bohemian Grove. They're Bohemian. That's their nationality. It's a club. It's a private organization. So look, you see it right here, private club. A private association whose members shall consist of gentlemen. None of y'all have heard of the Bohemian Club. The Bohemian Grove.
All of us have.
Alex Jones showed us that shit.
Who?
20 years ago.
Alex Jones.
Long time ago.
I don't know who Alex Jones is, but that's what's up.
He went in and he filmed him on hidden camera, bro. He got him like filming there, burning the effigy. You got to watch that, bro.
Hey, so look, literally, they control the police and everything where they're at. The police have to protect them. I mean, when you do your little research, I want y'all to know who started this. Is Ronald Reagan, fucking Richard Nixon was part of this shit.
Wow.
Mark Twain called himself a Bohemian. Let me see if I can. I want to look up the Grove, not the club.
Man, mind blown.
YouTube took down the video of Alex Jones.
Listen, so look, this is what I want everybody to understand. Being foreign to a United States citizen in America. So in any other jurisdiction, I would be a U.S. citizen. If I'm in Africa, I'm a U.S. citizen. If I'm in Russia, I'm a U.S. I don't know about Russia, but
Hey, yo, he caught himself fast up.
My man said pause.
Yeah, pause.
Somebody where I learned a lot of this information I talked to, and I might give y'all his info, man. Y'all have to reach out. Like literally, he's on the run. He's wanted by the feds in America. And then he stays in Russia. He has a passport that only lets him go certain places he can go.
I know. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool though. He dropped the game. Hey, so I want y'all to know, man, anybody can get a bank account in Russia. Anybody can. But the part of the national economy that's not under direct government control. Y'all see this? The government cannot interfere with private contracts. As long as you're not hurting nobody. That's how
they
it's
got the
supposed
gold. Ain't Russia with bricks?
Yup.
Navy Federal turned me down today for a trust account.
Where you at?
I'm in Georgia.
Oh, you need to try Truist, man.
I'm doing Charles Schwab.
Oh, I got accounts with Charles Schwab.
Yeah. But just know Navy Federal ain't supposed to be great.
I don't show none. I just want y'all. If y'all part of my school, you already know this. They let me back, so I want you to know they stopped me. But we back now. We back.
He make my little blue one look sad.
Hey, we back. Hey, no, I was sad, man. They shut me down.
Mine both got cut up. What? They cut mine up. They said, "Boy,
oh yes,
you gonna have a PO with these people. They're gonna give you a PO, probation officer. You gotta check in with them. They're gonna pop out of nowhere. You know your bill's due in 12 days. You know, with American Express, you gotta pay everything off every 30 days. You gotta pay it off. Ain't no making payments. Ain't no whatever you use, you paying off within the time frame. So like so I want y'all to understand memberships. You can have private memberships, like with a church, anybody, trust, whatever. That's how you become a member of the Freemason, the member. So I just want y'all to see the Bohemian Grove. They're Bohemian.
You say how you become a member of the Freemasons?
You get invited.
I was just checking. That's all.
Who need to be a member of the Freemasons? No, I'm saying you just need to be invited, man.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a private membership though. Once you become part of the club.
I dropped that Bohemian Grove video of Alex Jones getting them on tape and everything in the chat. If anyone wants to see the full video.
That out. I wanted y'all to see Ronald Reagan was part of this. I don't know who all these people are. But when I was studying them, it's like they protect their land, everything. The police will kill you over their ass. And that's because all the schools they was donating to in the area are like a lot of different things, man. So, I say don't get mad at these people. You just do what they do.
Don, question about that.
What's that?
If our private association has to have us listed as the trustee in order to open a bank account for it, doesn't that break the alter ego doctrine?
Does it? Being a trustee?
Could they somehow find that out? Like, are you?
How does being a trustee break an alter ego doctrine?
Because it shows that I guess that you're.
What you a trustee of? What trust? What trust are you talking about now? If it's your name trust, yes.
Yeah. No. Let's just say we call it Bohemian Grove Trust.
So how would that break the alter ego doctrine if you're a trustee of the Bohemian Grove?
Because the Bohemian Grove it has a name that it owns as an LLC. That would be my name. That wouldn't break it.
If the Bohemian Grove is a trust, can't own anything. A trust cannot own anything. It holds things.
It holds things.
It's like a holding company. It holds things.
Ah, okay.
But we're not talking business, bro. What's your name, man? I remember you. You good, bro. He done booked the consultation. You good, bro.
Thank you. That's all.
Man. You good, man. You good.
It's gonna be a rough ride right there.
You good. He done booked the consult though. He done dropped that bread. We had our consult. I remember you. He's a healer, by the way.
Yep, that's me.
Yeah, y'all don't be getting mad because I don't be remembering the rest of y'all's. I don't be remembering the rest of y'all's phone calls.
Grab my Instagram.
I don't be remembering the rest of y'all's phone calls. But just know I'll be nice in the consults. I'll be nice.
He is. Yeah.
Don't tell nobody though. You paid for that.
You gotta be kidding. He's a gentleman in the console.
Man, I'm a gentleman, period. I'm a Virgo.
I am too.
But after a while, enough is enough. You get tired of the same old shit.
Right, niggas gotta respect virtue for real.
Straight up, man. Hey, I bust my ass to get to where I'm at. I understand this shit. I didn't understand it at first, but my actions acted as if I understand it because I was walking by faith, not by sight. I seen motherfuckers pull out pieces of paper with their ID printed on that motherfucker. Ain't no way I'm gonna give that to the police. You're free to go, ma'am. I said, bitch, you a savage. Real shit. It fucked me up. It fucked me
That's that
up.
Hawaii chick you're talking about, right?
No. She's actually, her name Davina Bay, if y'all want to know. You know, I seen her do a lot of shit. That's how I knew. I was like, girl, you got warrants, don't you? I got you. It clicked in my mind. It clicked. I said, oh, you on the run. You on the run. You got to be on the run. Because you move different. You move with a confidence that I've never seen. It's just like, I'm not going to jail. But yeah, that's really how I started learning this stuff. And the same way with the tax exemption. But you've got to have a number on your card, of course. But I've always used the Moore's tax exemption number when I made my own IDs. But I don't know how it would work with the Palu ID. But what I would do is just create a nonprofit or something. But most places, if you want to be tax exempt, you want to pay taxes, you need to go in and talk to them, fill out some forms.
I got one question. If I wanted to create my 501c1a trust, be able to set it up, which country is best for it? Should it be foreign?
If it's a 501c1a, it's already foreign.
Right, my
What
bad.
is you saying, man? No, I'm just saying. Come on. What is you saying? Because listen, if you learn how to create the 501c1a trust from me, you understand the private trust is the one that opens up anything, and that's with everything that you do in life.
Right.
There should always be private agreements that say, hey, you can go to this bank. So that private agreement is the foreign trust. That's foreign.
Mm.
Does that make sense, everybody? A ministry trust can be set up anywhere in the world. There's no country that's going to go against a ministry trust. Can y'all tell me the name of the title of Vladimir Putin? What's his title?
Prime Minister.
There you go. Who said that?
Yeah.
Jamaica said that?
Yeah, Prime Minister.
That's a damn shame Jamaica knows this and everybody else don't.
Well,
we had the ones
Prime
war with
Ministers
them. So what's Prime Minister mean? What's that mean to you?
Oh, he's the church.
Church. He's the prime church. He's the prime minister. The head minister. He's the Pope of fucking Russia. Does that make sense, everybody?
Can't believe I've never made that connection before, but damn, that's mind blowing.
Man, I've been saying this since day one. This is how it makes sense to me. You gotta understand so look, if we look up Russia right now, y'all gotta look up countries, man. Y'all gotta look up the structure. What is the
And then you remember corporations have presidents.
Corporations have presidents. There you go. Who said that?
I did.
I like that. I didn't even think to tell y'all that.
Yeah,
yes, that's it. I mean, that's why I know the United States is a federal corporation. But I want you to know, everything they got is like the ministry of. Look, department, prime ministers, delegation of. Let me try to find this shit, man. I'm studying countries. It's always ministries. Same way in Canada. Council of Ministers. Come on, man. The Russian Council of Ministers.
Yeah, it's the same in Jamaica. Like all of our heads of state are called ministers.
Yep. Minister of Defense, Minister, Yeah.
So y'all understand it. Y'all understand it. That's cool.
Minister of Truth.
In a cabinet.
Real foreigners understand it. Well, I need my Americans to understand this shit.
Man, they stepped on us, bro.
So yeah, he said I was thinking president. I had other people tell me, I was like, what's the title of Vladimir Putin? People tell me president too. Nah, he's the prime minister. It's church versus state. So I want everybody to understand that. I want y'all to know. So when you walk into boom, here we go. Here we go. Let me share this. When you walk into a court, right? Anybody been to court? Anybody seen a judge?
Unfortunately.
He said unfortunately. Let me show you an American judge. Let me see if I can find what I'm working for, what I'm looking for. So what is this they wearing right here? This don't look like no satanic shit. This ain't part of no church.
That's just attorney in black robe, man.
Well, I know. Why is he wearing a black robe? That's called a mourning robe, by the way. Because he's sad because you're dead.
Quarter dead.
Mourning robe.
Crazy. What?
Now look, I want you to know everything is under the church. Pope wears a robe too, but his is white. It's the same robe.
Life.
That's because the Pope's the father of the living and the judge is the father of the dead. Is that right?
Yup. Yup. The Pope don't deal with the dead. He only deals with the living. But mourning robe is what this is called. I know a lot of y'all didn't even know that. I need y'all to understand this stuff. Well, I can't prove a judge. Let me see.
Well, you mourn the dead. You don't mourn the living.
Judges used to wear very colorful robes back before 1694 in England and all England colonies, including what later became the USA. All black was very rare. In 1694, English Queen Mary II died. Judges in England, the many colonies around the world wore black robes as a sign of mourning her passing. When it comes to these laws over here, it derives from canon law. This is where judges get their power. Canon law. Y'all ready for another nationality? Y'all ready?
Yes.
Come on, man. So who you think you are when you with the birth certificate? Ain't this called the Roman Catholic Church?
Yes.
Y'all following me? Are y'all following me? I didn't lose y'all, did I?
Nah, keep going, keep going.
So I just want you to know when you're identifying with a birth certificate, you're a Roman slave.
Right, it says KV.
Roman slave, which is just beneficiary use. You have no rights. The government is the trustees of your trust. You're the beneficiary because when it comes to that social security number, it sets the K use. The beneficiary of a trust or an insurance policy. And this is why you have no rights. The beneficiary gets no rights of the trust. Only a trustee gets to call shots on the trust.
Okay, Don, I have a question as it relates to this.
All right, let me just show this real quick. So I want y'all to know when when it comes to the Cesta KVI trust, the Social Security trust, anytime you claim it or try to use it, it's set up as you as a beneficiary and the governments are the administrators. This is why it looks like the government has power when you're operating under that public trust. Make sense?
Man. IRS fiduciary.
What's that mean? What you mean? It don't matter if you appoint them or not. Only thing you can be is a co-trustee with the government in that. And the government gets the last say because you can't be the beneficiary and the trustee. That's commingling funds. That's illegal. That's a doctrine of merger. So you got the Roman Catholic Church running shit, but then they got the Bohemian Grove. They put a nationality in front of the club on the name. That's why I'm telling y'all, I did the same thing. When y'all see my Choctaw ID, I did the same exact thing. I worked for a private company. Anybody business owners?
Yeah.
Sure.
You got people working for you?
Yeah.
They clock in?
Yeah, they do.
They got ID, they got work IDs?
Well, no, they're drivers, but yeah.
Okay, I'm just throwing that out there, man. Same way with your church, you can make somebody have a private ID to prove they're a member of your church.
Okay, for your business.
Yeah, everything is business. Because if you're working for a family, your family business, your family private foundation, you know.
I wanted
You're
to
working for the family.
That's exactly what it is, a family business.
Yup, and that's how it should be. So when they ask you who created the trust, the family. Who do you work for? The family.
So the beneficiary would be the family trust, would be like
yes, the family trust would always be the beneficiary.
Okay.
So
speaking to the
because when it comes to people, the people they become trustees, they take positions.
Right.
You know, then whoever the breadwinner is, you know, they should have life insurance or something to replace them, to, you know, recoup funds or something when they pass. That goes straight to the family trust.
That's why the pastor has one, the key something, the pastor when he dies,
key man insurance.
The key man.
There you go, key man insurance.
Yep.
There you go. Y'all know what key man insurance is?
No, I don't.
He said, can a family trust be an FBO? A family trust is a faith-based organization. You got faith in your family?
Right.
You was
I
talking
don't think
about
y'all understand this. Where do you learn prayer from first? Do you learn from church or did you learn it from your mom? You know what I'm saying?
Mom.
Yeah. When you learn how to pray over food first. I never learned how to pray over food. Church ain't never showed me how to pray over food.
That's true.
They told me to bring the shit to church, is what they told me. What you bring it to the potluck? You know, you praying with your kids. You know, and not to throw y'all off, I'm talking about when you in the bedroom, old girls saying, oh God. You might be saying, oh God, too. Oh God. Shit, that's spirituality. Having sex is spirituality. That's you creating babies. That's more magical than anything.
Private life. That's a private contract. Can't be interfered with.
Yes. That's why y'all need to have those private agreements together. So your ass don't be putting on child support. You don't have to worry about no prenups. Sign this NDA, baby.
Bedroom is not defiled. The bedroom is not defiled.
Yes, that's it. You make us sign a contract after you with me, baby. I get to pick which post you get to post. God damn it. You're not posting that picture. No.
So Don,
private contracts is important.
My bad. I do have another question, bro.
You're good.
So my other business is a government contracting business. Does that me switching it to private, does that affect the dealings or contracts?
No, it shouldn't at all. The private sector controls the public sector. And I want you to know, when people go to jail because their name is not a business or whatever, that's what's happening. They're contracting with the government, with the social.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. Make a lot of sense.
I wanted to specifically ask them how to properly use the UCC1 form. Like,
I never once said you use a UCC1 form.
Right, it's a way you can jam yourself with that. Like, have you ever seen like Redemption 5?
We're not even gonna talk about that, brother.
Okay, for sure.
Because whose form is that? Did you create it?
No.
You know what the UCC1 form is?
I think it's meant for you to be able to put a lien or a security interest.
Make a public announcement that there's going to be a lien in place. So if I'm making a public announcement that I have a lien on somebody's property, that's putting my property in the public. And who owns the public sector?
The
government.
Government.
Okay, let's go. So now the government knows what I own.
All right, leave that form alone.
We don't do anything. We talking about foreign. That's the government. Uniform Commercial Code, correct?
Yes,
so
sir.
anybody with a uniform can control this motherfucker. That's for people in uniforms.
Ah, shit.
I got a question about it. I got a question about the
Actually,
UCC.
you shouldn't even did the you shouldn't even do the UCC, right? At all.
No.
Right. That's why I was
They
saying. Keep popping up everywhere. It's confusing a lot of people about doing that, and I keep seeing a lot of people around me doing it.
Who's the confusing besides people that's not focused on getting a bigger bag? Because
Right.
if you're around individuals that are being productive and prosperous out here, this is why I get mad at my people. Get around motherfuckers that's making money. Look at their life, and that's how far they can take you. I've been on tour since 2017. Motherfuckers cannot afford my life. I'm spending $20,000 to $40,000 a month just to live in housing. Motherfuckers can never afford that. And guess what? The church pays for it all.
Tax free.
I need help with bills, whatever it may be. The church, I'm gonna go get it from the church. I need clothes, I'm gonna go get it from the church. I don't have to go to nobody else's church. I go to my church.
Right to God.
Church is a bank.
That's it. No one can go against a covenant with God. Not a promissory note, not a nothing. You're at war with them when you go to court. I got a covenant of peace. I got a covenant of peace.
No cap.
Excuse me, Don. I have a question relating to birth certificates as a foreign national. So as I mentioned earlier, I am Jamaican. So of that being that I was born there, my birth certificate is within that country. So as I'm understanding it, the birth certificate is a representation of a contract, which means that I am owned or my person is owned by another entity. So then with what you're teaching here as it relates to going private, how would I be able to apply that to taking control of my Jamaican birth certificate? If that makes sense. I'm just trying to understand the whole thing. I'm still new to all of this. I don't
can't take control of nothing you didn't create. How can you take control of it when you didn't create it? Can you give me the original birth certificate? No. I'll answer for you. No, you can't. Right on. Can anybody give me the original birth certificate? Anybody on this motherfucker?
They send us an authenticated copy, and it don't even have all the info.
You can't authenticate a copy, so we'll stop you there. If I go get my homie's autograph, they're gonna want to authenticate the original signature, not no fucking copy. You can't get a copy authenticated.
A copy.
Okay.
Mama. If they stamped it, it's already authenticated. Someone already verified it. Somebody already certified it. Makes sense.
Okay.
All right, bro. I got a question.
Y'all got to get around people getting money. I'm gonna tell y'all this.
How many trusts? How many different trusts do you have for each sector that you go in? Like cars, houses, insurance policies.
You should have a business or a contract for everything that you do.
Yeah, so like a car leasing business.
Anything that's an asset, that's part of the portfolio, needs to have its own trust, needs to have its own business.
For sure.
You got jewelry, you need to start a jewelry company.
All right. I get it.
What happens if you lose it? What happens if you lose your family jewelry? Well, I got insurance. It's a business.
And you're just creating these yourselves, or are you having like a lawyer? You're not having no lawyer do this because you're just, you're technically a doctor.
I'm not answering that question.
All right. Bro, it's common law. Everybody is a lawyer.
Right. So I got a question. So when you do the status correction, the main important things is to basically create the holding, like the private trust company and stuff, right?
I want you to go get your status corrected so you understand the difference between the nationality and the color. Understand the difference between the private sector and the public sector. I don't use that shit for real. I just want y'all to know that. I don't use it. I like it. I have some remedy with the IRS with it. But to let you know, because I've never been an Illinoisian. They made me an Illinoisian. I don't claim I'm an Illinoisian out here. So that's the basics for the public. That's the basics for people coming to me. I need y'all to build on somebody that's teaching you something right instead of somebody that's teaching you something wrong. They teach you how to utilize unincorporated associations. They don't teach you how to use trust. They don't teach you how to use, unincorporated association is a trust. All trust is a contract. They don't, faith-based organization is an unincorporated contract, unincorporated trust. They don't want you messing with LLCs because there's tax liabilities. If you don't do shit right, you're held liable to the government. Everything I want you to know. So when you come into this, there's no use to anybody in here being private. If you're broken, you ain't got shit. There's no use to being private. Take your ass back to work. You shouldn't even be trying to learn this shit. This shit is asset protection. You start learning to be private when you start acquiring assets, when you start becoming somebody in life. We need to learn how to protect these assets. You know, I need to learn how to control my name because my name's worth something. You know, when you start becoming successful, you start becoming, you know, that's when you learn how to protect it. It's just that simple. It's bigger than just when you go to jail. That's why people will never learn it. They get in trouble. They're trying to get out some bills. You want to look like you're in debt.
I have a question.
What's that?
Hi, so I'm in the process of turning my name to the LLC, and I know you had spoke on the kids being the fictitious names, and they'll be doing business as with CBAs or something like that. Can you speak on that a little bit? Just I want to make sure I have my kids structured correct.
Yeah, as long as you're on your kid's name, you know what I mean? As long as you're on your children's name, you don't under that business. You know, I did that to get out child support. Parent is a parent who rents. Children is property of a corporation. So I do make my name an LLC. My kids are the DBA owned by that LLC.
Okay.
My government name, yes. But if you don't know how to implement contracts correctly, you don't know how to implement your own law correctly, all this shit that I'm talking about don't matter because you have no understanding of life and what's going on. Anytime you fill out a form with the government, you're fucking contracting with them, and their forms is not made to benefit you. Your forms is not used to make you better. I hope that makes sense. I did want to show y'all this when we was talking about the countries, because this was my first time I was able to prove it. So a lot of people in America, they be scared. They don't know how to use it like this. These WABENs. You see right here, the country is California National. California is a country. And as long as you got your proof with it, that he gave this is for a passport. He put this proof. A state is a nation. And he got this from the style manual of a federal government printing guide. And boom. There it is. Let me zoom out a little bit. Alabamian, Alaskan. These are your nationalities. So instead of being a U.S. citizen, you can claim these things. That's why I say he cool if he say he's Jamaican. He ain't got no issues over here because he already know he got a nationality. People in Texas know they Texans. That's their own country. They don't even really fuck with the U.S. Florida, Floridians, Californians, Coloradoans, Hawaiians. Like I said, everybody should know about Hawaiians. Like I said, what these people did at the status select, they made me an Illinoisian on a land jurisdiction, the land of Illinois. Exactly what it said. Let me find it. Never had no paperwork like that. That's why I was like, because I never knew how to utilize it correctly. I never had no witnesses to be able to, you know, when you go on full private, you're gonna have to cancel out all your previous powers of attorney. These people have powers of attorney over you. You signed over your power, your essence, because you think you're this name. You keep showing up for the benefit of this trust. You keep claiming you're a U.S. citizen. Here's what I use this code too. Let me show you. This is the code I use right here with my WABENs. So when it comes to Russia, even though Vladimir Putin is the prime minister, someone had to create Russia, right? Right. You know what I mean? Let me just show you this, because everybody came up on the Bible, right? I'm trying to tell you. So I want y'all to know this, this is how they redo things. A man recreated Israel, even though Israel's in the Bible.
Yeah. Rockefeller, right?
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. We can speculate. You think that's their real name?
Nah, I agree with
you. You probably can't even pronounce the real name. It's some shit like that. But I mean, you close though. That's their symbol and shit. Everything you're saying though. But I'm just throwing it out there. I want y'all to see. So the same way with Russia. Russia used to be USSR.
They rebranded.
Look, come on now. So who decided he's the prime minister? You know, he could have created Russia. You don't know. He appointed himself. It could be a lot of different things going on. So can you create your own country? You sure the fuck can. I just showed you that.
Damn, I'm trying to get funded like Ukraine.
Listen, that's where I'm going next. Because that's why I said I'm going next. Because look, how did they get funded? They got funded through foreign aid. They didn't have no birth certificate in order to get foreign aid. They didn't have no social security card to get credit for this. All they had to do was be a sovereign country and holler at the U.S. Give up some rights. I mean, as simple as that.
So is it true if you have a certain nationality, they have to give you aid?
I wouldn't say that, but I would say when you're part of the right clubs in the right private circles, that you won't never need for funding again.
Right. Okay.
Private funding is definitely better than trying to get public funding.
We have somebody that know how to put us in that sector?
What was that?
You know anybody who can put us in that sector?
If you're part of my private school, you already see I'm getting people back $10, $11 million.
Oh yeah, say less. Hell yeah.
And it starts off with making them foreign. I'll show y'all the start. Shit's easy.
Right. So where do you start at? You can't even hear.
You gotta learn how to become foreign.
So what if you got all the documents and you just missing a couple documents? How you get the rest of those documents? Because I got the SS form.
I don't need no documents to prove I'm foreign. I already showed you that too.
Right.
If you come to the government undocumented, that means you're foreign.
Okay.
So what documents do you need?
Right.
I'm showing you something right now. We talk about holding companies. What's a holding company? It's a trust. All it can do is hold.
Okay.
Your person is a withholding company for the United States corporation. That's what that birth certificate is.
Yeah, but you were saying that we would need to like rescind these contracts.
Of course, yes. You can't. Can you become a foreign withholding agent with a social security number?
No.
Does that even make sense? But a foreigner can go access that motherfucker. What's the United States?
Corporation.
Foreign corporation.
Right.
I'm learning it, dog. I'm learning it.
You gotta be foreign. That's why I started off right here. I showed you how y'all get an ID right now for $250. Become a real foreigner. Look up the country. It's legit. Holla at Solomon. Holla at Solomon, man. He put me on game.
That's right.
I looked up Palu. I said it's a country in Oceania. There's the flag. That's a royalty flag. Well, not let me say that. Not let me say that, but it's definitely the Republic.
They did a whole season of Survivor in Palau.
What was that?
They did a whole season of the TV show Survivor there.
Straight up. That's lit.
So a nigga just get like a Palalulu ID and a Palalulu address.
Look, what's this say?
Palau.
Palau. There you go. You're a Palawian.
I put the link to it in the chat there. If you guys want to check it out.
Oh, I ain't see it. Where's that, bro?
Yeah, that's it. I went to it earlier. This is it right here.
In the chat.
RNS.ID. Like literally, all you have to do is do a quick little search. Their website pops up first.
I just put it in the chat there too.
Look, they pop up first. You type in Palu ID.
Yeah, but use my link.
Oh, with you affiliate?
Yeah, he is.
I didn't even know they had that. I need to do that myself. Shit.
Yeah, you do, bro. I'll do it for you.
I didn't even know they had that. I'm waiting on my ID shit. I just emailed them. This shit was supposed to be shipped like 3 weeks ago.
You could. I think you could do it now, even without while you're just waiting for it. If you could go back to the ID, I can show you where.
But look, citizens of Palau are considered as non-immigrant aliens in the U.S. With this status, Paluans can legally enter, reside, work, or attend schools in the U.S. and its territories and possessions without visa requirements.
So how many countries can they enter with the passport? Like, because the United States dropped from 1 to 8.
It's ranked 30th. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to.
countries.
Now, where's the passport on the side? I didn't see it. I just saw the ID.
No, you have to get to sit. You have to holler at them and then holler at the embassy. That's how it works.
All right.
The embassy not
you
gonna
gotta
fuck
get
with
the
you if you're not part of a tribe or something. You gotta be part. You gotta be on a diplomatic mission or something.
Got it.
That's how that shit works. They're just not gonna give you a passport unless you pay them.
So you're getting a passport through your tribe. Is how you contact them?
Yeah, I'm having. Well, I'm just letting you know. I got people that's gonna be sitting down with a lot of different countries. I got another homie in there. We want to sit down with the Dominican Republic too. I just got, we just got to set up the dates.
Mac and Hard, man.
Y'all listen, man. I wish I could share everything that's about to happen with Don Kilam and the people that I'm connected with, man. Shout out to my chief, man. We're about to do big boy shit. We about to be traveling worldwide, man, privately. Put it like that.
Be quiet. Quit telling everything.
But we sitting down with governments. Fuck it. Ain't nowhere else to go but up.
Right. Right.
You're gonna be everything but U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
Man, what's it cost to get down, man? What's the number to get down?
You already down? You already part of it. You gotta wait till. No, I'm getting restructured with the team. I already got the school going on, so I'm gonna keep teaching. But I'll make sure y'all got access to the main people, man. But everybody can't just be part of the tribe. I want you to know that's how we're moving. But I'll shout out to Solomon Joseph, because he put me on Palau, put the ideas in my head for we need to go sit down with their government because they're island.
Hey, if you need a technical officer.
I've been here moving just like these people, the Republic of Malassa or whoever the fuck they was, I moved just like them. Who else moves similar like this is like literally. I know that the public don't get the full aspect of what's going on, but the Moorish consulate with Taj Sharif Bey, I don't like that. They got them in the motherfucker. They got them as sovereign citizens. But they got real Moorish governments, man. I don't know, but Taj Sharif Bey, he got a real Moorish government. He really does.
So I have a question, Don. With paying the $250 to get the dual nationality, do we have to have an postal address or something like that in that country?
No,
or how?
No. Just go to it. Check it out. You want to answer any of these questions, Solomon? You can, man.
Yeah, I think you got it, man. You got it pretty much wrapped up there. You guys have taken what I've done and supercharged it. So I'm stoked to get on that.
Yeah, because I want the passport. I just don't want no ID. That's all. Without having to pay $100,000, because these other countries you got to pay $100,000. I'm gonna go into these things and Nevada and all this. There's other ways you can go around. You can make payments. There's a lot of different things. That's it's just not in the tax bracket for a lot of people that are my fans. So I'm finding the cheapest routes. But since we already got tribes and we know what we fucking doing and talking about, it's literally let's sit down and talk to them. Mm-hmm. See what we can do. But I'm gonna show y'all a couple people that operate in the private as indigenous tribes. This is one too. They're official. Just like they are melanated people, so they move like melanated people. If y'all know what that means.
So you can just go and join these tribes once your status and everything is corrected.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. This place right here. So look, I showed you my status collect. That's the state assembly. That's their tribe. Assembly is a tribe. All right. Now they're mostly Caucasians and that lighter hue people that run that motherfucker. Now you come on this other side, I'm gonna tell you. So look, no offense to everybody, I've been very professional, I believe, right? Y'all agree?
Yeah.
So I need to be myself real quick. So if this doesn't make sense to you, just let it go in one ear out the other. So the Arna is dope, but they are niggas. I was gonna put like they're niggas running this organization. You understand? So be patient with them, all right? But I'm gonna tell you this: they're gonna teach you way more about unincorporated associations than the state assembly. Like literally, when I first started elevating, these were the people I was connected with. Somebody was part of their tribe.
I was gonna say
Aboriginal law.
My bad.
Yeah. I put it in the chat, but you can just look up ARNA, arnagovernment.org. You see, apply for nationality. They got one thing that costs like $5,000. I'm still waiting on. I did it with some people. That's why I'm not rocking with that guy no more. He kind of ran off with the money. He's not part of this organization, but he was connected to him. Well, you see, they got Will Trust Life Insurance. He just started his own government and just ran off. That's all. They help you get passports. Well, I'm talking about, if we're talking about EINs, they'll get you tribal EINs. I just want y'all to see that. That's all. The private's not in the public. Right? I just learned so much, man. But the guy that led me to them, he was more the Jewish faith. And but he still rock with them, man.
Now going to speaking to the tribes, and are we allowed to contact local tribes within our state or local matriarchs within our state?
I mean, if you're a tribe, you should want to have peace treaties with everybody.
Yeah, well, I'm connected with some matriarchs,
That's amazing. You should be patting yourself on the back. I'm glad you. So it's the reason why I like that you said that is because it's not hard to prove to you. I don't have to prove shit to you. That makes sense.
Yeah, hell no,
You know they have their own IDs, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. As simple as that. You don't have to use it. You do not have to use the ID they give you.
Hey Don, are there any tribes in Georgia that I can familiarize myself with?
The one I'm familiar my size with in Atlanta was the KKK. No, I'm just letting you know that's the only people that gave me issues down there. But no, I mean I would go more to Mississippi and stuff like that, but I just don't like Mississippi. So no offense to anybody from there. There's the same shit down there.
So should I just stick with my tribe in Oklahoma?
Yeah, I like your tribe.
Creek.
But just like with dual nationality, if you was rolling with a Moor ID, because you're still considered a Moor. You're more of a Moor with the tribal ID than the rest of the Moors, So that would be like a form of dual nationality. But like your ID alone, that's enough to get an international driver's license. Let me show everybody that too, because I know everybody ain't got that. Not everybody's heard of the international driver's license either, huh?
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm just about to go get mine.
I seen it, but I seen somebody get
international driver's license is where you is basically where you ain't gotta have no specific like driver's license for a state.
That's the only thing I hand over. Some people was talking shit on my little live, but I did a little video and I got pulled over, and they was trying to question me, talking about where's your driver's license? I said, shit, it's international. I did give them one though, but I was cool. Give them something. Because look, I'm saying, I got pulled over one time and they still wrote me a ticket for driving without a license because I showed them my Choctaw ID. And somebody was like, all you had to do was put a license on it. I'm like, well, I ain't never heard of no tribe or driver's license. And it was like, you're right. And I'm like, well, I guess the tribe could issue you a driver's license. but we don't use that driver word. But this is an international driving permit, is what it is. It don't say license on it. It says permit. But this is it, and this is what I use.
Here's the website. So get it. Write this down.
What is it?
So I got for 1 year it's $49. You can get digital and you can get digital and print and digital bundle. I don't get the digital only. I want the piece of paper. And you can rent cars with this.
Man, thank you for this. I'm so glad. I was like, I'm just about to do this. So this is awesome.
Look, what's this say? It say, you see what it say at the top? All nationalities eligible.
That's
so
awesome.
I got a question, right? I am from Illinois, but when I did the little DNA test and it said like it was a percentage of Nigerians. So how would you claim that nationality when it comes to that situation?
Who did your blood test?
I went to Ancestry.
Hey, so look.
Let me tell you, Ancestry is a whole hoax. I did mine and it came back Nigerian, Cameroon, Mali, and all that. But go by the names of your ancestors, because what I did find out was that my ancestors were native to North Carolina and they were the PD tribe. Okay, so all of whatever Ancestry did, what I will tell you about it, it will connect you to your distant, relatives, because they got to support their narrative, right? So they're gonna say all of y'all was from, Nigeria, Cameroon, and all that. But the reality is, go by your grandparents, your ancestry, those names, and you follow through that, and you will find if your ancestry is of indigenous or you came, from the other continents. But don't believe that they do that to support. I've totally recently debunked that whole. I'm like, so, and that was 1%, 1% indigenous. I forgot what is indigenous from the Appalachian Mountains. 1%. When my whole bloodline is from, a native tribe here. Come on now. Yeah. So don't do your own research.
Did they have a QR code?
Yes.
I just want you to see where the word came from. I want you to know, our people from Nigeria, you better not call them Nigerian.
Company.
So the words you're using is already fucked up. So I already know they lied to you.
You know what? Look up who owns them too. It's like they're owned by China, and you stay away from them. 23andMe, because they're recording your DNA, saving that.
Right.
Don't give them your
I'm gonna tell you something else. Because listen, this is what really got me. You said you're from Illinois, right?
Right.
Chicago to me is Mecca. That's what I was taught. The Mississippi River is the Nile River. That's what I was taught.
Yeah, I've heard
so I'm saying, so whatever you're talking about is wrong anyway.
Memphis, right? Because Memphis and all of that, and they just switched everything around.
Yeah, your history, your maps, they was all given to you.
I just saw this.
Yeah, that is true. I remember seeing that.
To really know who you are, you got to tap into yourself. You can only anybody else.
Y'all look up Timerica. Timerica is what it's called. Timerica.
African ancestry says I'm from Sierra Leone, but I don't know if none of that is true.
I like Sierra Leone though. I have a close friend that's from Sierra Leone. She said we can get married, but she ain't gave me none. So, hey, she went over there. Listen, so she came over here, woke the fuck up, man, around Don Kilam, right? Because I'm saying, I want you to know why I'm so in tune with what's going on is because I studied the tribes over there. I really how the fuck did you get a passport to come to America? They come up here, they get driver's license, everything. I'm like, how? They sit down with their tribe, either the elder or the chief. Their real names never get put on in the public. Their tribal names will never be on any paperwork. They come up with no names. They name their Elsie. So the elder or the chief sits down with the African government, and then boom, if they approve it, she gets a passport. And that's how it works. You have your tribe, you have your elders. They have to sit down with the government. You have to sit down with these people. You have to, whoever the head is.
All right, come on. What if you don't have no family? Like, I mean, you could just join the tribe. What if you wanted to make your own name, your own crest, your own all of that? Could you do that?
I just want you to know, do you follow me on Instagram?
I do.
You see my family on there? I'm asking you a question.
No, I don't. I haven't looked.
All right, then, bro, make it do what it do. When you start moving around, your real family will show up.
For sure.
When you're in the right rooms, you getting around you rubbing the right elbows, rubbing the right shoulders.
Right. That's why you gotta be careful with who you be around.
Absolutely.
That's powerful.
Absolutely. I'm just letting y'all know what it is. I know how important I am. And you should know how important you are too. You're still breathing. Shit. So it's like you should make sure you're only hanging around people that add importance to your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the first place I really started learning this, well, I grew up around Amish people, so I just want to throw that out there. I grew up around Amish people. I grew up in a town called Hannibal, Missouri. And all around it, Louisiana, Missouri, it's Amish country. When you take a little, let me see if I can prove it. Man, I went to a Walmart. I'll never forget seeing it. One of my baby mamas, man. Say that word. But there's this Walmart there. They got horse and buggy, like they can park it there. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, Amish people is how I learned this. The same way with these tax forms. When I started learning, I said, like, how do Amish travel without IDs? Does everybody know who Amish people are?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do they have IDs?
I don't think so. No.
Listen, they won't even allow you to take their picture. It says they can get photoless passports and identification now.
It's the bears in the bonnets.
While the Amish are governed by the law, they don't want to have Social Security numbers.
They get one on the church.
They're private experts.
They're using paper. But when I first started teaching this, that's when it used to pop right up in the I have an old video in my old diplomatic class. It was with the Border Patrol. This is how I learned about the Form 29. That's probably my video, y'all. Nah, come on. So look, what are the identification requirements for Amish? This is from the Indiana government. Social Security card or IRS 4029, exemption of the SSN, and a baptismal certificate, a marriage certificate, or some school records. So I need y'all to understand, baptismal certificates are a form of identity. That makes you foreign. A baptismal certificate will keep you foreign.
Yeah, I think I seen them in one of your little documents that you posted with the pain and nativities and stuff.
Yeah, the patents nativity. I just want you to it says, so in Pennsylvania, they said they're not accepting them. But look, New Mexico, baptismal, I guess it just depends on your jurisdiction. But they also, to get passports, let me go. To get a passport in America, don't be taking this to Jamaica now, man. They got something called an affidavit of birth. And so this is with the Department of State. A birth affidavit. Instead of sending your birth certificate or for identification, For your passport, you can send the birth affidavit. Then there are different birth affidavits in different states. Oh, that's the same one. Hold on. Birth affidavit. And that's the same one too. Hold on, man. I seen one in another state. This is an affidavit of birth. I seen one in like Texas though. Yeah, legal forms. You see them? So that'll work. You see this? It's just a legal form from Nevada. Let me see if I can open it up. Open image in a new tab. There we go. Affidavit of birth. And then this is when I started really learning about family, what the Bible really is. The Bible is just a lineage. Family Bible. Family Bible record affidavits. Affidavit of Family Bible records. So I just want you to know, anytime you're filling out forms with the government, you're entering their family Bible of a tax dependent, a dependent of a taxpayer. You're giving up your family lineage.
That's crazy. Your whole family name.
Even in the Christian Bible, the living word is red. Y'all still filling out shit in black and white. Just had to throw it out there. Had to throw it out there. Is this all making sense?
Yeah.
Right, because red is meaning it's the living signature of a living flesh and blood. Blue is for the trust, I think, and then black is for like.
So when you fill out your bills, do you fill them out red?
Should.
Everything should if you're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Or you still going to ancestry.com. Hey, listen, ancestry.com ain't gonna tell you. Hey,
don't do that.
in the public, first of all. So listen, ancestry.com is in the public, first of all. So with that being said, shouldn't this show me who the fuck I am in the Bible?
Yeah.
Hey, because the Bible's a fact in the courtroom. And all the Bible is a family lineage.
Which is crazy. If you really think about it, like we really are like the children of the Father, the creator of the
universe. You're the
universe.
lost sheep over here. You're the lost tribe. Everybody in America, listen, America is the promised land.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the North Gate compared to the stars. When you look at the stars, when you study astrology, America is the North Gate. This is the promised land. This is why, listen, I don't give a fuck what goes down. I don't give a fuck who's president. Motherfuckers, I don't care how much COVID going around, how many motherfuckers dying of AIDS, whatever. Motherfuckers is still dying to get over here. Nowhere else in the motherfucking country. Nowhere else in the world. They dying to get to America.
Right.
Give a fuck what's going on. They coming to America. It's the promised land. Ain't nobody trying to, I just showed y'all Palu ID. Hey, who the fuck trying to get there? We ain't trying to get there. Ain't nobody trying to fucking 20, 30, motherfuckers is not trying to get there. I just want y'all to understand that. America is the promised land. When you see it this way, you'll start acting differently. You'll start moving differently. You know, Jesus mean he is us. It's in red. Bible's a fact in the courtroom. So the government, if the government don't like you, if you read the same Bible I read, the government didn't like Jesus. So if the government don't, if the government not fucking with you, that means you the child, you got a purpose. You chosen.
Render unto Caesar's what is Caesar's.
That's it. You had your own country, create your own money. You could barter and trade. Everything is barter and trade. I want you to know a trade cannot be taxed. I could trade an iPhone for a car or something like that. Hey man, here's 2,000 cash. Let me get that. It's a trade, fair trade. You barter and trade, it can't be taxed. Trades cannot be taxed. That makes sense?
Yeah. So
Crazy.
when I was first learning this, I thought I had to go out and go get a baptismal cert, from some church. And I didn't really want to join a church, but then I realized, hey, I could just make my own church, and I could have my fiance baptize me, and I make my own baptismal certificate. And the only question I have with that is, I mean, if anybody else is recognizing it, wouldn't they be recognizing me as like a young child then, based on the date?
I mean, it depends. You could be born again.
Okay.
See, we can't get caught up on these dates either, because that's all evidence. That's not a fact. If the Earth's billions of years old, what the fuck is a date? If the Bible's a fact in the courtroom, God made 6 days, resting on the seventh. What's the rest of this bullshit? It's all man-made shit. That's why I need y'all to understand what's going on with the church. I'm telling you who the fuck you are. Listen, I'm telling y'all who the fuck you are. So if you say Monday, this is worshiping the moon, man.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Come on,
Each
man.
day of the week is a different
come on,
name.
man.
Yeah. And you ain't even supposed to do that type of stuff.
If you're doing the same way with the months, you're playing the Roman calendar. I know who you worship. I know who you serve. I know what your nationality is by the shit that's coming out your motherfucking mouth. The game you keep fucking playing. This is the shit you worship. Not me. I don't claim March. What the fuck is a March? God of War. Oh, so you're not a Christian. May, June. Goddess for Maya and Juno. April. You sitting here playing these games. You say there's 365 days in a year when you know there's only 7 days a week. It's Sunday through Monday on repeat. 7 days.
If you think about it, the Pope changed the Sabbath day from Saturday to Sunday on purpose.
The sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. So now you're doing sky worship. Now you're doing star worship.
Sun worship is what it is. It's sun worship.
Whatever. Yeah, there's the moon there too. I need y'all to understand this because y'all claim y'all Christians out here, but y'all playing the devil's game. Same way when y'all say I'm from Jamaica. No offense to Jamaica. Shout out Jamaica. Marcus Garvey. That's why I'm up. But demographics is the graph of demons. I'm pretty sure when that shit was first here, the first documented, that was not called Jamaica. J was the last letter added to the English alphabet.
Jamaica.
What'd you say?
Was with an X. X.
Yeah, yep, it sure the fuck is.
M-A something.
That's it.
And recently, I Googled the archaeology of Jamaica and I realized that I'm from Kingston. It's kind of like saying you're from a state. Jamaica is a whole bunch of little islands.
There you go.
That you feel me? It's like a whole bunch of little islands that's so close to the island, that we just go there on boats and stuff like that, like Maiden Key and Lime Key, but it's all called Jamaica as one, but it's not really one. It's different islands.
It was like, look, this is what Africa is named after. He was a Roman general and conquered Carthage. Hannibal of Carthage. You see this? Against Carthage. This is when they named it Africa.
Yeah, Rome was all in Egypt. They was all tied together.
I don't know.
Listen, so demographics is the graph of demons.
Don't forget the holidays too. How it's all pagan mixed up.
Same thing. Every day is a holy day. Holiday, holy day. Every day is a holy day.
You ever heard of Kennewick Man? So this is a man that lived 8,000 to 9,000 years ago over here in America. They found red hair skeleton 9,000 years ago. Where'd he come from? What nation he's part of?
That's lit.
You can Google it. It's Kennewick. Man, they lie to you. Everything's a lie.
Everything. This is why you have to create your own truth. You can't go to other people seeking who you are. That's what the devil does.
If I could say, I've been blessed with being able to just understand this. And there's like somebody named Wisdom. Like God founded the earth by wisdom. Like there's a heavenly divine mother that lays law in general. And that's where you go get your inheritance, understand who you are. Wisdom is the one who crowns kings, who makes nobles, who all of that. Go read Proverbs. Wisdom.
You're given dominion over the earth, period. I would just like, I need y'all to understand this paperwork is like voodoo.
It's cursive on a piece of paper.
That's it. Curses are cursive. Write your curses in cursive. So I just want y'all to know, y'all can't be caught up on everything. You can make your own. When you know you the boss, if you're a true sovereign, you making your own rules. The government can't interfere with a private contract. I showed you we got a whole country in Nevada. I showed y'all that. It's legal, it's legit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you another. I'm gonna show you. Let me see. I hope I can find them. Hold on, man. I didn't want to start it off with this. There's a whole nother people that before I met that sovereign community in Nevada. There's people in Las Vegas that live in tunnels and shit. It's called the Mole people or something like that. And they're definitely sovereign. The police don't fuck with them. They got a king. they got the Mole king.
Man.
This shit crazy. Yeah, they live in life though. The Mole people of Las Vegas. This is a sovereign community, a secret society of Mole people living under Las Vegas. They have their own laws, their own king. The police cannot fuck with them. Apparently, there's an entire society of people living under the Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They have their own language.
Molian.
The Mole people, man. They got videos of them. Who want to go feed them with me?
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Let's go feed them.
I got questions about the past. How many people lived underground in the past in ancient societies? How they grow their food? Where do they get all their stuff from and still live? No one answers that. Yeah, something ain't right.
Let's go ask the Mole people.
Yeah.
It's not only in Vegas though. You know, it was like all throughout New York. It's like
no doubt. But this is the only one. So when I was studying sovereignty in Nevada, so if you say you're a sovereign citizen, they're gonna blame your ass where I'm at. So you gotta be a part of a tribe, and the only people that can be sovereign, they said they recognize, is the Mole people. And then I can't recall it's the Republic. Like they got their own nationalities though. They call them the Mole people. Yeah, we don't use this. We don't use the so I bet their knowledge is deep, pun intended. LOL. Y'all funny. No, I don't use the sovereign citizen word at all, so I just want to throw it out there. But if you say that, you'll still get blamed in a lot of places. Like they'll fuck your ass up. Another thing is,
right?
Yeah, quit saying codes. We can't say, you cannot shoot codes at the police. You can't be like, under UCC 1-308, all my rights are reserved. They're trained as soon as you state a code to pull your ass out. Because they're not lawyers. That's not up for debate right then and there.
No shit, exactly.
Yeah, you just gotta prove your personality. You got rights. I'll show you another thing because I did put this one in my book. So national. Go ahead.
How can you tell when you on the right path for doing this kind of stuff? Like, cause I be like, I got it all, but then it'd be like, some be like, it's something missing.
You need to be around the right people, then you would know. You gotta get around the right people. There's no ands, ifs, buts about it. Move your ass around and quit telling shit to deaf ears.
Right.
Y'all want to wake up motherfuckers that don't want to hear you. Motherfuckers gonna want to hear you when you start moving and grooving and look like you're doing good in life.
Right. That's facts.
You know, I had to start teaching the right shit that I wanted people to know me for because I got tired of helping niggas get out of jail. I got tired of helping do certain things. You know what I mean? I'm tired of helping people get out of mortgages and shit like that. That's not my problem. You shouldn't have signed that shit. You shouldn't have had bad intentions. That's all on you. Right. You know, now let's build something. Because when you're honorable, you're gonna pay them bills because paying your bills pays you. You want to always look like you in debt. How much in the United States government in debt? 20-something trillion?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ain't they still the most powerful country on this motherfucking planet?
And
how you in debt and still giving countries billions of dollars?
Shit, when you got a printer, you could do that.
No, they're not giving them cash. They giving them resources.
Oh, okay.
That's money, real money. See, that's what the public fucked up too. Y'all think fiat currency is money. Ain't no country accepting no fucking you see the brick, they create bricks. Listen, the dollar has always been worthless because it's not backed by gold. Nobody wants that shit.
That's real.
Yeah, it's only us because we don't know no better. Well, not us, but like people don't know no better. They ain't hip to what's really real out here.
It's backed by our babies that's owned by the state.
The richest people look like they in debt. I'm just gonna put it like that.
Yep.
You're not exposing assets.
Bill Gates look broke as fuck.
Well, you're always in. Yes, Nikola Tesla's broke as fuck. He borrowed from his company. He owns shares. He gets money from his company. It's all loans from your own company. You gotta understand the public this is what they created the Social Security number for. The public, it's insurance. It's insurance for the private.
Your
That's all the
credit
public
card to
is.
do business. Your credit card to do business.
That's it.
That's why you're supposed to have that 98 number. When you get that 98 number, then you can move it.
Yeah, no doubt. But I'm gonna say with the 98 number, we don't use the W8 BEN, you use something called the WABENE.
So
Let me
those
show
two
you.
forms go together, the SS4 and the WABN.
The SS4. I mean, no, what I'm saying is once you get your, because you said you got a 98 number. So I want y'all to know, when you get a 98 number, there should be a private trust to create it first that says, hey, go apply for this EIN. Go get this 98 number.
Right.
It's called substance versus form. This is when people get hit with tax evasion and shit because they don't have their minutes or their meeting minutes together.
Oh yeah, I got all that then. So I think I'm on the right step.
So you create the paperwork first in the private. This is, hey, I can go open up this bank account. I can go get this EIN. Because that's the form first. If you just go in a bank and open up an LLC bank account, you're under the government rules. Does that make sense? Public banks are owned by the government. So if you're going in there using their forms first, public banks are owned and operated by the government. So this is why you should have your private contracts together first before anything. The private sector controls the public sector. The government cannot interfere with a private contract.
We supposed to be trying to use federal credit unions, being that they private then?
No, what I'm saying is the paperwork is private first. You have your private contracts first. The government cannot interfere with a private contract.
Right.
How many people have an LLC here?
I do.
You opened it up with a bank account?
Yep.
Yeah.
And did you have an operating agreement?
Yep.
Did you create it yourself or did they create it for you?
I made all my shit myself.
All right, then you're good. So operating agreement. Banking resolutions.
I'm closing mine.
You said you closed yours down.
Yeah. See, but the thing with me is like sometimes I be getting confused on those forms. Them forms be like.
Yeah, me too. Shit, I be lost in the motherfucker.
It's like
Create your own forms first. And you wouldn't be confused if you was around business people. You shouldn't be trying to deal with business if you ain't got no mentor anyways.
How
you
gonna learn the hard way?
You gonna learn the hard way. How you in business if you ain't got no mentor?
That's why I'm here.
No, it's bigger than just a class or a webinar. You need to be connected to somebody that's doing good business. And like I said, I don't know where you at in the world. I can just speak for me. When I fucking woke the fuck up, like all the way, I was going to like business mixers and business meetings in Tampa. You know, I was just getting around multimillionaires and real estate meetings. You know, acting like I'm a real estate agent, even though I wasn't. I only had one person ask me for my license. One time, I was just getting around the people that I wanted to be.
That's real.
Birds of a flock together. The same way, like when I kept coming to the public, listen, there's no way I'll come to the public to learn private life. You cannot get a private education in the public. And the reason being is because, like, I'm coming out here, I'm trying to search this shit. I always knew the UCC1 wasn't right. I knew a lot of shit wasn't right. But the first thing I'm looking is first the rate of return, the ROI. This is private trusteeship. This is plain business. ROI, the return on investments. I'm not just gonna pay a motherfucker just to get a bunch of information. I need to see, hey, I'm gonna invest in you. What is my return? This is business.
Interest.
And when you start getting bigger returns, I guarantee you'll learn how to go private. Hey, when you talk as much shit as I do to motherfuckers, and you start getting a bag, I guarantee you're gonna learn how to look broke. So a motherfucker can never sue you. There, it's not even gonna be worth it.
But shit, if you private, you can't even get sued, huh?
No, you can get sued. You might not get nothing, but that's what it's
right, because
about.
everything be in the trust and shit, so everything protected.
But I mean, so let's say your name's on the trust, because that's what a lot of people teach you. Your name trust, right?
Right.
If I'm trying to be private, would I have my trust on the name?
No.
You think people ain't try to we already know people try to sue Donald Trump, correct?
Yeah.
You think people ain't try to sue Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan's name is a business. So do you think he put shit in his name?
But that's where the copyright come from, though, right?
Well, nah, but shit, I thought the whole point in the trust is anonymity. That way motherfuckers don't even know who the fuck you is, where the fuck your shit at.
Listen, if you're using a social, that is the trust. That's what I'm telling you. Social is the trust, right or wrong?
Yeah, it is.
But can't you
Alright,
put
so
that
can you
inside of
get a car? Can you get a car in your social name?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Can I sue you and take it from you?
Yeah, you can.
All right then. So if the trust is not established correctly, this is what the fuck happens. If you're not structured correctly, that's always going to happen.
All right, but let me ask you something real quick, dude. But if you create your own trust and throw that bitch in your trust that you created,
You would never create your own trust. That doesn't even sound right. The IRS will blame you. I created my own trust.
Damn, bro.
How does that sound, bro? I'm gonna say this again because I started class 2.5 hours ago. So let's say this again. All right. I work for the fucking family. The family created the fucking trust. I work for the church. The church created the trust. Whoever. We'll just stick to the family. It's not hard. Who's the grantor? The family. Who's the trustees? The family. Who's the beneficiaries? The family.
I just work for them.
Families can hand down wealth. Individuals can't hand down shit. So if you're talking about I created a trust, your ass will get blue block blammed.
Quick as hell.
So when the family is creating the trust, they shouldn't put it in the individual person's name.
Yeah, bro.
You should just
register agent can start a trust.
The family contracts with the trust, so they work with the trust.
So you basically
But the
saying
trust,
like
the family does own your name though, because they're the ones who gave it to you.
Yeah, true.
And it doesn't really matter what the fuck your first name is. It's just the last name.
Okay.
Get rid of the first name. You know, when they come to me, hey, I'm third gen. What I tell them?
I have a
Just
question.
It's like your iPhone 15. That's generation 15. Yes.
I have a question with creating LLC with your name. Now you mentioned your first name is not really important. Now for the woman, should they use their maiden name or the married name if they are?
Whatever's under your family, whatever tribe you're going with.
Okay.
So like it'll be like the Thurman tribe or something like that.
You know, you've heard of the Rockefellers, right?
Right.
Name me 3 of them. Without
John
Google.
D. I know it's John D. Rockefeller. What's the other brother? Because I just seen his name downtown.
That was his point right there.
That's my point.
Jacob.
Okay.
Yeah, you know. How many Trumps you know?
Harrison tribe. That's it.
That's
Harrison
it.
tribe trust.
The little one and the big one.
That's it, man. It's the family. The families hand out wealth. The families on your government. You know, you talk about the Illuminati, they talk about the 13 families.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's families that run governments. I want you to know there's trillionaires out there. They're not on the Forbes list. There's trillionaires running countries. Royalty that look just like you, the melanated people in my class. We already know the Caucasians running shit, but you don't ever get to see melanated people. They do. Let me see if I can find one for you, man. You should already know Dubai. Shit, Dubai. That's all families.
These people have thousands of trillions of dollars, not just trillions.
There you go. Fucking money you can't even fathom.
Barrels of money.
Yes. Let me see. I was looking up royalty. I was just looking up royalty and shit, the dynasties. So they're considered dynasties. Let me see if I can find you some. Here we go. List the current monarchs. Let's check it out. See, I don't know. I know some of these places. St. Kitts for sure. They'll give you a passport for 100,000.
God damn.
Yeah, and they work with
Anybody
you.
got them for like $100, $200?
No, we working on them. But listen, I showed you one of them, the world passport.
Yeah, I got a screenshot of that.
So then there's the Muslim monarchs. I'm just showing y'all. Same way we're like, even though motherfuckers got in power, like what's his name? Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
They took him out of office, boy.
Yeah, they got upset with him.
Kings of Cambodia. I don't know. And there's so many tribes in Africa. They're all royalty.
You don't hear nothing about them. You don't hear nothing about them.
No, they're not gonna tell you. Like I know people. I can set y'all up with people that I know in Africa all day and get you registered as royalty as long as you're sending like a couple goats a month or something like that. All you got to do is get back.
No shit. How much is a goat, bro?
Man, it's not. Hey, it's cheap. So listen, my money goes a lot. So somebody that I help out over there in Sierra Leone, literally, hold on, let me show you how. I'm about to show y'all how much money I be giving her. I give her $1,000 a month, right? She don't be needing. She's rich.
Shit, that's where all the diamonds at, ain't it?
Yeah, they don't get to keep nothing for themselves. All their food, all their. So look, 22.44 million. $1,000.
Wait. $1,000 is worth that much?
Yeah. You're a millionaire.
Hey, I knew a little chick from over there. She said them houses is cheap as a motherfucker. But it's some nice ass houses though.
You're a millionaire.
Oh shit. Damn, bro.
Man, I'm
about to take my white ass to Sierra Leone.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna show you something else.
Hey,
Hey, I'm about to show you something else. $1,000 in Vietnam, 25 million.
Yeah, but I don't know nothing about Vietnam.
I'm just letting y'all know, man. International trade is private banking. International trade is being a foreign national. So when you start how to trade and making these connections, getting outside your box, when you start maneuvering and learning things, you're gonna learn how to protect your assets.
That's a lot of info, bro.
Listen, man. I can guarantee because a lot of people y'all had calls with me, so I know the majority of people can get $1,000, right?
Oh yeah.
So you're a multi-millionaire already. Just depends on your jurisdiction.
Oh, man.
So you need to learn how to get foreign.
I need to get jurisdicted in motherfucking Sierra Leone then shit.
No, that's just one of the countries. There's plenty of them, man. Plenty of them, man. I just learned that.
I got a quick question. I'm actually a foreigner. I came to the U.S. when I turned 8 years old out here. Is there any way that I could like?
Where you from?
I'm from Romania. I actually grew up in
Okay.
Illinois, believe it or not. I know.
You sound like you're from Chicago.
I already know. I've been getting it all my life, bro.
I
It took
thought
me
that
to
was
move
New
to Houston.
Orleans.
Hey.
It took me to move to Houston to find out there's other white motherfuckers that sound like me.
Hey, regardless of where he's from, his ass was around some niggas.
I plead the fifth.
Hey, straight up. Bro, don't got no Romanian accent at all. Romania, do you have an address there? You got ties there?
Shit. I mean, my whole family from out there.
That's the address I would use. I would definitely, if you could get an address out there, that's the type of shit I would do.
I could ask one of my cousins or some shit.
I would set my businesses up there.
Hey, but it's kind of fucked up out there though, like legally and shit. Oh, you talking about when you go private?
When you go private, yeah, you don't need to go there. As long as you got access to some mail. Because for some reason, I want y'all to be careful with those 98 numbers. I want you to know, have an address there. And if you don't need, does everybody know how to get a foreign address?
Nah,
Yeah, I know how to.
Are you ready to unlock the secrets of commerce and build an empire that lasts for generations? Look no further. Introducing $1 Million Worth of Game by Don Kilam, your official guide to the private and public side of commerce. In this groundbreaking book, Don Kilam reveals the strategies and insider knowledge you need to create and protect your wealth. Learn how to navigate the intricate world of commerce, master the art of building an empire, and secure a lasting legacy for your family. Get your hands on $1 Million Worth of Game today and embark on a transformative journey toward financial abundance. Don't miss out on the opportunity to build your empire and secure a prosperous future for generations to come. Get ready to conquer the world of commerce. $1 Million Worth of Game by Don Kilam, your ultimate guide to building an empire and leaving a legacy. $1 Million Worth of Game by Don Kilam. Available now. Get your copy and start your journey to generational wealth.